we started yesterday. Basically, we had to finish off the griffin.
That poor defenseless animal.
Anna did in the cruelest fashion that she could think of, while this thing is flaying for its life, desperately trying to get back to his young. She just drowned it in the river. So mean.
Not the kind of behavior I expect from an elf.
True.
Here in a forest. I mean.
But after we'd finished that battle, she let us all know that when she used base step to get onto the griffin's back, she was kind of taken to a different world where it's kind of all grayscale, but she could see it was the same area, it just looked different. And in that world, there was an elf-like figure. I'm not sure if she could actually tell it was an elf then, but
yeah,
wearing a cloak and kind of looking down towards where we are. And I think that maybe noticed briefly when she was there. And so I think DM at the time was hoping we'd all go, ooh, that's cool information, and carry on south to face the lizard men. But no.
And whose idea was it?
Sir Vanasaur, not OD. So Vanasaur had an idea, is that, well, if you can face step again at any time, maybe you can face step in that world, grab this weird elf creature and drag it outside, and then we can... I don't think we were like, maybe we could get some information for it, maybe we just got to kill it, I don't know, but it just seemed like a great idea at the time. I did notice later after the session that our DM just tweeted shit, which was kind of amusing because I guess you did that. I guess you tweeted that about halfway through that plan.
Remember the bio break? That was me at the bio break.
Yeah. So Anna went off and face stepped, and we kept chatting, and we saw a couple of rolls come up where I think we could see that she'd done a grab attack thing, and it looked high. So like, oh, okay, this is going to work. And lo and behold, she comes back, face steps in. I guess in real time, in game time, it's like that is what we just see. See her come back, holding or grappling this elf, and you could see. Then we could see his features a bit better. I think it was like one half of his face was pale, the other half was dark, like a shadow across his face. I think he had one pale arm, one dark arm. So it's not something I think we're familiar with as a group. Anyway, so we start to... I think we get the impression that this thing isn't friendly. Right? He wants to fight. He's not in the mood to have a chit-chat, even though we've got some freshly grilled griffin. Well,
because you guys just fucking kidnapped it from its home universe.
Yeah, fair enough. We start the...
He did some fairly evil monologuing in our defense.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what that was said, though. He did it all in elf. I don't understand it.
I'm surprised. I mean, I think it was a perfectly reasonable thing for him to say. I wouldn't trust this elf propaganda coming from the wood elf and the high elf.
Wait, what?
What?
So, we start the fight. We do our initiative, and none of us... But basically, as soon as we try and hit him, and even when we're rolling fairly high, I think our highest roll for attack roll was 21. That still missed. Every time he misses, he gets like his own version of phase step where he can get 5 or 6 squares away each time. And the only thing I think he did aside from that was to Sir Vanasaur, he dazed me for a bit. But other than that, he didn't really seem to attack back. And we kept trying to do this. We kept trying to get closer. And then at one point, Anna kind of lifted up one of the black arrows that we'd taken from Gwir pulled his body, and kind of say, look what we've got. We know you're looking for this. You want it back, something along those lines. And he then kind of got his arrow out, and Blimey. I believe basically stabbed and disappeared back to his own world. And that's pretty much where we left it. We talked a little bit about what we might do next, and if we were going to could we get after him? We've got these arrows. But it seems like the only person or people that would be able to to that realm are people that can phase step, or characters that can phase step. And in that case, I think it's only Anna in our party. So, yeah, we decided we're all just going to send Anna there on our own and fight these elves. No, we didn't. Yeah, and that's where we left off.
Oren
Also,
will
there's
handle
lizard
the
men.
shadow invasion, and we'll handle the lizard men.
Yep, I got this, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, so at this point now, the shadow elf is gone, and you folks are, the humans have just watched you engage in this crazy running battle with this teleporting elf, and eventually, you guys, some of you are quite far away from the humans.
It's so embarrassing.
And the humans are really, when you return to the group, they are very interested in what happened. They're like, "What was that? What did you do?"
I don't know how I would even start to explain to the humans.
I mean-
which I think means I'm just not going to.
I have no reason to lie to these people. I've never seen. I used to live in these woods, and I've never seen anything like these creatures.
Did the humans even see it?
Yeah.
Or did they just? No, okay, so they actually saw like the elf and everything.
Yeah. I mean, they saw what appeared in this world.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess like my explanation would be just like there's just some skulking creature around, being a little too nosy.
Okay.
I would offer like some reassurances that, we're still here with the group, and we'll get him out of the other side of these woods or die trying.
The kids are mostly like the most curious, and the parents are like, "Oh, there's nothing to worry about. Look, see, our heroes are hale and fit, and we'll just press on and continue. Don't worry about that." Whoever that was, they chased him away. Sorry.
Yes, did you not see us chase him away? He ran in fear. Terrified of us. There's nothing to worry about.
Yay! Yeah, okay, well, you guys will press on, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're heading south, right? Yep.
And you're able to cover more ground, and then it's getting toward the end of the day. The sun is starting to creep lower in the sky. Shadows are getting longer.
All right, we should probably set up our counter ambush. Set up like pick a spot to set up camp and set up a counter ambush against these lizard folk that are coming.
Yeah, what's the plan?
For those people watching at home, the players know, the heroes know that they're going to be ambushed, or they believe they're going to be ambushed tonight by a bunch of lizard folk that have been following them and spying on them.
So we're
Go on,
there's I mean, this is honestly probably a pretty common thing for this part of the woods, just because like no ghoul really live here, no orcs really live here, so it's a lot of just wildlife and weirdness, teleporting elves apparently, and lizard folk. So they're usually not. Here's the thing: they're usually not that big of a deal. They're not that smart. Like they aren't that tactically minded. And in all likelihood, they've just seen a group of people trundling through the woods with furniture and thought, "Oh well, this will be an easy meal." So I think our best course of action is to try to hide ourselves. Like if we can set up a campfire, the lizard men will be drawn to that campfire, assuming that they're just going to like swoop in and pick these people off and take care of them. But what we're going to do is we're going to hide in the scrub. We're going to conceal ourselves in the wood, and when we hear the lizard folk creeping by to try and ambush the people, we will light up our torches and leap down from the treetops or whatever and catch them by surprise.
Are we still going to hide in the what was it? The wardrobe or the chest of drawers, whatever we were carrying. Do we still got that?
Yeah. Ko's still carrying it. Unless he decides not to. I've seen art of
I
it.
mean, I'm still. I think the idea was that me and Levelis would hide in the wardrobe thing.
It's a FYI. It's just a chest of drawers. It's not like.
What is that?
It's not. What?
It's a chest of drawers.
It's. What do you mean? What's a chest of drawers? It's a bureau. It's where you put your clothes. Like.
Where the drawers are in.
Yeah, it's a chest. It's a big piece of wood that has drawers in it that you open up and put your clothes in.
A dresser?
Yeah, I mean that's another word for it. Sure.
This is really. There feels like a language barrier.
Between the two Americans.
I've never heard it called a dresser in my life, but that's okay.
Like if you just Google chest of drawers, you'll see hundreds of what I'm talking about.
Well, to be fair, I was thinking of a pirate chest the whole time until that art.
Pirate chest full of drawers.
This is probably one of those things where you go on the New York Times website and they ask you like, what do you call this thing? And you do 50 of those and it tells you where you're from. Probably Anna's part of the world causes something else.
Dresser.
A dresser is somebody who dresses you.
No, we don't have those.
I do.
We dress ourselves.
I've got 3 of them.
What? Why?
Yeah, I've heard it called a dresser too. Yeah, sure. Even though it
You
doesn't.
all call bubblers.
What's a water fountain?
Water fountain.
Isn't
A
it
fountain.
a
Water
pipe?
fountain.
Isn't it
Yeah.
a pipe that's like
Or a drinking fountain.
Drinking fountain. Yeah, a drinking fountain. You'd call it a drinking fountain. Yeah.
Right, okay, all right.
No,
now
no,
Language person here.
no bubbles come out of them, FYI. But yeah, you do drink.
Bubbles.
It is a fountain that you drink out of, and there are no bubbles in it. But you can call it what you want, Dale.
So for I guess that means we can't hide in it. Now that I've seen a picture of it, might be a little difficult.
Ko's just like stuffing the elves
Get real
into a drawer.
flat.
Get down, get in.
Right.
But we can use it as cover.
Yes. So like whatever we do, like whatever we end up doing, I think I might try and like get up in a treetop so that I can like come down from above and like try and surprise them. But the thing is, the lizard folk can see really well in the dark, and they can move. They can move through thick foliage, like it's, like it's just open land. I for one can't see in the dark. So what I'm gonna need to do is basically like have a torch at the ready, and then Levelis, can you see in the dark?
Yeah,
And same.
Like-
I think both Oren and I can.
Both of you can? Okay, so you guys should be our lookouts. Like maybe you guys should be on the ground, like maybe in the chest of drawers, just for the fun of it. And when I guess you wouldn't really be able to see if you were inside the chest of drawers.
And I don't
Anyway.
think we can really be inside of it.
Yeah, they're too a bit of
You guys, you two should be our lookout, and then when the lizard men are like nigh, give us the signal, and we'll light our torches and
What's
hop
the
down
signal?
from the trees, and we'll start fucking everybody up.
Are the lizards
What's-
scared of fire?
Ooh.
They're not scared of it, but they would like, if we didn't set up an ambush or a counter ambush outside of the camp, they would just like try and pick us off from outside of the light range of the campfire, basically. Like they're not gonna try and just come at us head on and like make it a fair fight.
Yeah, okay. So probably like range stuff is what we have to worry about too.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I think Zoga's plan is to ambush them before they get into range of the humans.
I see.
Correct.
Okay.
Because I know
what
that they'll be coming from roughly this direction, and I'll gesture off into the woods,
Yeah.
the direction that they're going to come from.
I was just going to say, what should our signal be?
Good question.
Whoop whoop
Do we
whoop.
want it to be a
Farley,
subtle
Farley,
signal,
Farley,
or-
heifer. That's the
Yell
same.
out, we are Woderhead.
We are Woderhead.
Woderhead to war.
So here's what I'm going to do. Because obviously, like, I don't have an infinitely big map, we have to break this up into small little problems. So what I'm going to do is, here is your ambush map. It's daylight still.
Ooh.
And you folks set yourself up wherever you want to be. And the ambush will pass in the direction you want it to, Zoga.
That's so pretty.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
Zoga's the war leader, and Zoga knows, like, they'll come through here, and they'll be moving from right to left, right? Mm-hmm. So it's up to you folks to figure out where do you want to be when they arrive, so that you can ambush them, and they will move across the map from right to left.
I'm gonna be up here in this tree. They can move through water, but it's not like it's not like it's that advantageous of them to do so. So I don't think that they're gonna try to specifically go through the water or whatever, but like this should at least be within like earshot of splashy noises or anything like that. So I'm gonna hang out up in a branch of this tree.
Okay.
Cool.
So that when these guys, so that when they come by, I'll hop down. Be in the,
Yeah, I
in the
mean,
middle of them.
Vanasaur's athletics is like a +10, and it seems like a good idea for me to try and find some higher ground as well. So I'm gonna do.
So you want to be like 10 feet up.
I'll be up in this tree. And I'll have my torch with me, extinguished, like ready to be lit. So I can just hop down and start.
Oh, are we just gonna leave the humans over there at the camp and assume that they'll be fine?
Demelza will, she'll wrangle them, but if you want them to know or do something else, you've
Where
got
are they
time.
again on the map?
They are
Well, I just don't want them to get slaughtered while we're over here.
They are not on the map. They are some distance
Like a campfire down or something.
to the left. They're off the map. If up is north, and it's not, but if it were, if up is north, then they are off to the west.
Oh, so they're permanently just off the map. Like
Yep.
we can't even see them.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's tower
Yeah.
defense.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Okay.
And you are the towers.
Now I understand. Wait, it got dark all of a sudden. Okay.
Yeah, you got line
It's
of
like weird
sight, on, right?
shadows.
Yeah, I've got line of sight on it.
Yeah.
I can't. I assume you want that on deliberately, Colville.
I'm sorry, what?
The line of sight stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's also going to
It's
get
just
dark.
weird.
Oh.
No, you can't see everything. It's the shit's blocking your way.
All right. Well, I think I am gonna. How high is this tree stump here? Is there much cover up there?
I mean, yeah, there's plenty. You can get as high up as you want.
Okay, I'm gonna be up here, like similar kind of height to Zoga.
Okay. So it's Alt mouse wheel and hover over your token, and you can give yourself altitude. Although you've got, let me reset your. Let me give you guys a short rest. Actually, this is short rest plus milestone, so your action point should come back, shouldn't it? Wait,
Nice.
no, wait. Yeah, you fought the griffin, and then you fought the elf. So you get a short rest plus milestone back.
Yeah.
Cool. I think I'm good. I did 2 squares. Yeah, I'm 2 squares high.
Does that mean I have 2 action points now?
If you didn't use your one from before, correct? Yes.
Yeah.
But remember,
Ooh.
you can only use 1 action point per encounter. Where do you imagine, Zoga, that these lizard men are going to come from? Or rather, they're going to come from the east, if up is north. But where on the map do you think? Do you intend them like? Let me actually, I could do this. Can I do? Like, do you imagine they're going to come like this? Oops, hang on. Oops, why can't I grab this and move it?
Probably 'cause it's not a drawing, right? Or is it a drawing?
It's a pointer. I can grab this bit of it. Oh, okay, there we go. Like this way is what you're imagining, yeah?
I'm imagining yes.
Right, okay.
Yep. Yeah. That.
Okay, cool.
Whoops. I just closed the map. What a dummy.
So, as far as positioning goes, is this kind of like where you imagined we would be at?
I might have you be a little bit more to the west.
Mm-hmm.
Because you two are going to be the only two that can actually see them coming and see where they are.
See. So I need to be kind of over here so I can alert these guys.
My idea is like if you guys are kind of the front, right? And then when basically as soon as you can see the whites of their eyes or the greens and yellows of their eyes,
Mm-hmm.
Give the signal. I'll hop out of the tree, and I'll be kind of flanking from behind. So typically, they'll send a big with them, with a bunch of grunts, and if we can, like I said earlier, that lizard people usually aren't a big deal, but sometimes if you fight them enough, they'll just go ape shit, and then they turn into a problem. Typically, if you can keep the skirmish short, if we can identify who is leading this raiding party, go after them, and either kill them or get them to retreat, then the rest will scramble, and we won't even have to worry about it.
Okay.
Cool. So you want us to sort of keep an eye out, and when they get close enough to us, give the signal, and you'll jump out behind them. So we'll have them on both sides.
Blankified, yes, precisely.
Nice. All right.
Okay. In that case, can I, because we've got two over here, and I figure if we both maybe flank from over here, you and me, Zoga, so we're kind of behind but also to the side, and then the other three are up there. Do you think that would work out?
I think that's a great idea.
Okay. And then, can I just say that I conceal myself? What do I do? How do I hide? Because I'm not stealthy. But I'm not trying to move either.
That's a good question. Hang on one second.
Can I paint myself with mud like in Predator?
That's what I do. Well, yeah, it's just you make a stealth check and they make a perception check. And I'm
assuming they have night vision.
that's what Zoga says.
Okay.
Yeah, they can full on see in the dark. But it's not like they can it's not like they have extrasensory powers or abilities or anything. Well, I guess night vision is, but if we're hidden, we're hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I'm looking at concealment. Concealment doesn't even seem to imply that you need to take a roll. It's just the fact that there's light, heavy, and totally.
Yeah.
So it's just I think technically with all the foliage and stuff, and especially if I'm kind of either pressed up against the trunk of a tree, not facing where I'm anticipating them to come from, but off to the side or whatever, I would assume that I would have some heavy concealment or something.
All right. Night falls.
All right, torches at the ready. Those of you.
Hey, I wanted to jump up in a tree with Zoga.
I wanted to hide amongst the roots of the tree.
Okay. Well, go ahead and put yourself where you need to be.
I don't know where Zoga is. I can't see anything.
You can turn the lights back on.
Oh, what?
Just letting you know that I'm not just standing around. I am actually actively hiding in the roots.
I need to make a hide check, stealth check.
I think everybody does, yeah, if you don't want to be seen.
In the castle?
Yes. It took me a second to... I was like, what do you mean? What castle?
Our tower.
Yeah. I think I thought there was a way to track stealth in the party sheet. But I don't know. Oh, that's cool.
Well, is this stealth or is this concealment? Is this something
else? It's stealth. The skill you're using is stealth. Concealment is a property of the environment.
All right, so I'm up a tree. Zoga's up a tree. Ko's up a tree, right? And Levelis, where are you? Are you in the undergrowth?
She's behind
Yeah,
that big
I'm
root.
sort of-
Behind the root, yeah.
I'm hidden in the roots of the tree you're in.
And then
cool.
Oren is in undergrowth, right?
Yes, I'm kind of bushes.
Gotcha.
And I still have my daily, and then
I think we got everything back, right? Looks like I got like if I look at my sheet after he did the rest, everything's come back.
Well, oh yeah, because it's a new encounter too.
You guys have, I don't think you've used your daily powers. I don't know if you have or not.
No, I didn't in the end.
Yeah, so you should
I
still
used
have those.
one.
There's a point where I was going to.
I did.
You were on the Griffin, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
At the time, I thought that we might need someone to be able to fly and follow the griffin. I didn't know that we were going to murder it so hard.
Is there any way to get dark vision?
Magic items?
Magic.
Eat plenty of carrots. Do they not have that old, what do they call it, an old wives' tale here in America?
Uh-huh.
How they got
Vitamin
kids?
A.
Yeah, if you like,
Seeing in the dark.
how you
My
see it in
grandma
the dark.
always told me
Yeah.
that.
Okay, it's funny how these things.
Yeah.
just
But you know what
stick
that's
at kids.
I think
you know what that's
Baby
actually
carrot.
from, right?
And I do not know.
That's because that is not an old wives' tale. That is only like 80 years old, because that's the propaganda that the British government spread to conceal the existence of radar. And the Germans are like, how the fuck did they know where we're coming all the time? This is bullshit. And it's like, oh, our pilots eat lots of carrots, so they can see it. They have really good night vision. And people were like, wow, that's amazing. I better eat my carrots.
The British again.
I
Alright.
think I did
Wow.
see deep in the library. I think I did see some feats that were for getting things like dark
Carrots.
vision.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I think I saw them. They exist somewhere.
Are you
Feel
guys?
bad
Is everybody
being
where they want to be?
I believe I am, yes.
Okay, then night falls again. Yeah, night falls and it gets closer to midnight, and every once in a while you can hear off in the distance the sound of the humans, getting ready for bed and preparing their, the whole rigmarole is from dusk, from twilight down to where you are now, including cooking and getting ready for bed and whatnot. And maybe they tell some stories and maybe they sing some songs. And you are just quietly crouched, hiding in the bushes, in the trees. Your muscles cramp up a little bit as you wait. You have to shift every once in a while. And then you wonder, did I just make a noise? Could they hear me? How quiet are these things? Could they be right next to me right now and I wouldn't know it?
You'd know the smell.
Where's Sir Vanazor? Do I even see you? Oh, you're
Up
way
the
back
tree.
there. Okay, cool. Good.
What?
I am going to start just without combat, without rolling initiative. Right. Actually, hang on a minute. You go back where you were. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys start to hear some noises. It sounds just like you notice that some of the sounds, not all, some of the sounds of the forest start to dim a little bit. Specifically, like the croaking of frogs starts getting quieter. But like you can still hear night birds and you can still hear insects and stuff. And you hear sounds like every once in a while a twig snapping. Hang on a second. I'm dynamically adjusting these guys' stats.
Just can't see anything or hear anyone. I don't know about you lot. It's just a little dot in a massive dark map.
I can't stop imagining Levelis with like you know in Lord of the Rings when you have Gollum creeping around behind the log and he's just got his big reflective Gollum eyes. That's what's in my head right now.
Or make a perception check.
In the tower.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Oren. But you made a stealth check. Oh, okay. Interesting. So this is going to be a little bit creepy for you.
Great.
Go ahead. Ko and
Wow,
Zoga.
we are so spread out.
Go ahead and make go ahead and make perception checks. Oh, really good. Unfortunately, there's no real way for me to have like one person see things and other people not. If that makes sense. So one person seeing stuff is probably going to mean everybody sees it. You're welcome.
All right.
So
I'm lonely.
who are you? You come on. Whoa, there's a maximum zoom? Oh no, okay, thank God. You are that dude. Hang on, let me move you over here. So Zoga and Ko.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys have LOS on this. Probably not because it's dark where you are, right?
Right. I haven't lit my torch. I
Okay,
haven't heard the...
you hear movement and it's close, but it actually almost sounds like Oren's moving. But they're not between you yet. They're just approaching. So
All right.
there's like, there are definitely lizard, and in fact, you hear a bunch of lizard men. You and Ko both hear a bunch of lizard men stealthily moving through the darkness between you and Oren. But you also hear like a lizard man, Zoga especially, that's to the north a little bit. Like a couple of them might be going might be going around, right? And I'll let you know when they're in good ambush range. But Oren can't see shit
I find that unbelievable.
because she is a
You fudged.
bad perceptor.
No, that's not true.
It is true.
My perception plus is awesome.
It's pretty good, but not good enough to beat a really bad roll. And these things are really stealthy, especially at night and especially in the... So yeah, Oren, you get the sense, you can't pick it out, but you get the sense that you are literally surrounded by lizard men right now.
Well, that's their mistake.
Actually, he's gonna go over here. 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 You hear the sounds of lizard men getting much closer now. And it sounds almost like they're clumping up a little bit. And the question is, Zoga, do you want to surprise them just as the vanguard of lizard men are between you and Oren, or do you want to wait for the vanguard to be closer to Levelis so that you're attacking kind of the middle, or do you want to wait for the whole thing to move past so that you've kind of got them surrounded?
B. I want the vanguard to be in between.
Okay.
In between where me and Oren are,
Right.
and where
No
like
worries.
Vanazor and Levelis are.
Easy. Yeah, and you hear lizard men like right behind you, Zoga. But you're gonna wait a second. Can I get a perception check from Oren? No, not Oren. Levelis.
Alrighty. Pew 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 pew.
Oh my God. Okay, well, yeah. All right, I'm just gonna start lighting these guys up. And
And a good or a bad? Oh my god.
two people. So I'm not gonna tell you. It's you're blissfully unaware of anything happening.
Wow, the two lookouts.
Okay, great. Great. We did so
Blissfully
good.
unaware.
No one's even within 5 squares of me, so no one even gets the +1 to their perception.
Where are these guys? Did I not put them on the map? I don't think I put number 1 and number 2 on the map. This is awesome.
Oh, hello.
Alright. What's this guy?
They're facing. They're facing to the right, but they're actually moving to the left, obviously. And here's 1 and 2.
What?
That's weird. Okay. Zoga, can you see those dudes? No, because you're fucking. You can't see shit. That's awesome.
Can't see anything. It's dark.
Yeah. Duh.
But like, I have a question.
Yeah. Now's a good time
Can
to light
I-
your torch.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna fucking light up my torch and
yeah.
scream Woderhead and fucking draw my sword and just leap down from this tree branch.
Okay. Who else? Who else is? Who else is gonna turn on the light?
I'll light my torch and I'm gonna yell, "Hurr, burly, 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 burly."
Yeah, I mean,
Everybody has different instructions.
I think if we're giving the
Here's some war
instruction
cry.
for the ambush to start, yeah.
All right. It's initiative.
All right, here we go. Let's do
With
this.
don't we
My
get an
finger.
initiative bonus from Zoga? Is it? But the auras are turned off, right?
Do.
Wow.
Oh, Banazor.
Oh,
This is definitely this is an apocalypse now fucking moment because you guys are in the dark. You guys are in a dark forest. You've got a little bit of light, and you're fighting an army of lizard folk.
Shit.
Hey, this is why you guys are heroes. Everybody rolled initiative, correct? Awesome.
Yes, that was my first roll on the surface.
You rolled-
with my finger.
You rolled really well.
terrible.
Yeah, you rolled really well, Odie. If we're playing lowball.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna change my finger.
All right, Ko.
All right. Any of these look nastier than the others?
Definitely. Like the dude directly south of you.
Yeah.
He's a beefy motherfucker.
Okay.
The other he's a really beefy dude. The other ones you can see they look like juveniles. I mean they've got weapons and stuff, but they're much smaller than the guy to your south. The needlers, if you look on the needlers are really kind of like obviously not fully grown yet, but the savage below you looks nasty.
Okay. That's good to know. Okay.
Down the combat tracker, and I'm so.
So I'm starting to move down here, and I saw the other one pop up. So Ko gets out.
This is
of
crazy. Like looking at your point of view and seeing like as you guys move around, the light reveals more lizard men is fucking epic.
Straight up apocalypse now. I love it.
It is very apocalypse now. I mean, yeah.
So Ko gets out of the tree, and like when he I get the sense that like when Ko stands in the same place for a long time, like stone builds up on him. So when he moves for the first time, there's all these bits of rock that kind of fall off of him as he hops down. I'm gonna go in front of this one, and I'm gonna open the gates of battle against it.
Open the gates of battle.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah. So since I hit it and it hasn't been hit yet, I get to roll 3d10 against it.
Oh, whoa.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Holy shit.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Since it just happened, I'm gonna do my flurry of blows against it.
Holy
for
shit.
That 8.
Wow.
So now I'm gonna use my action point, and I'm gonna
Well,
do
guess
my
what, buddy?
stinging manticore maneuver.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Okay. So this works. It says I shift your speed and make an attack once against each enemy that I move adjacent to during the turn.
Wow.
So my speed
Holy
is
shit.
6.
You can
So I
hear,
can
by the way,
go-
Ko, you can hear, by the way, Ko, quote unquote, a bunch of lizard men looking at the grid to your left and a little bit below you.
Okay.
What that
All right,
means?
well,
What
that's
that means? You're gonna have to interpret yourself.
Okay. I get 6 squares, so I'm gonna go 1,
Yep.
2.
Yep. Okay, yeah,
Ooh, I
2.
like that
2.
jackpot.
2. Yep. 3.
3.
Yep.
4.
Yep. Keep going. Sorry, I shouldn't tell you what to do.
Oh, I kind of like this. It's like Minesweeper or some shit.
It's so good.
Ooh. Down or up? Where is... I kind of like cutting closer to Vanasaur, so I'm going to go here. I think that's as many as I can get.
Okay, so you're about to. What this is?
Actually.
No, you should definitely keep going.
I think
Yeah.
I'm going to go here.
Okay.
Instead.
Okay.
So I think that means I can target
Yep.
this one, this
Yep.
one, this
Yep.
one, this
Yep.
one, this one,
Yep.
and this one.
100%. And what damage is this? Is this just your flurry of blows?
Nope, this
Oh.
is a this would be 2d6 if I hit.
Wow. Okay, well, I'm sure you'll hit some of them. I see a 12, a 13, a 17, a 19, and a 20. Holy shit, dude. Bam, 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 bam!
Wow. Wow.
Oh my god.
So you fucking
Holy
so
crap.
yeah, you crush the skull of this poison scale savage that I said was quite nasty, and several of the juveniles, the needlers, get evaporated. And
Oh no, we're killing baby lizard people.
well, I mean they're past. They're definitely past. This is their trial of manhood, or lizardhood.
Well, didn't go very well so far.
Well, but the ones that survive, you know.
We are destroying this
Survive.
forest's ecosystem.
Well, I'm pretty satisfied with that.
Yeah, and this dude that you just attacked, poison scale savage number 1, is upset at you, and you hear
Okay.
you hear the lizard folk all come to alert, and they start chittering and making lizard men noises.
Right. Well, that's a good time to redeem my stone's endurance here.
Yeah, turn on
my lab.
your resistance.
Yeah, so I just run through, I like crack that one in the jaw and then just kind of pull with the weight of my club down and just open his jaw backwards and then just run through just kind of spinning and stomping at them. And then at the end, I just kind of crack my knuckles. And when I do, you just see that kind of stone creep back up across his face and everything. And when that happens, his scar kind of disappears for a moment as it's covered over. That's my turn.
That's cool.
Amazing.
Probably.
Nice.
I think like deep down, Ko is probably a little bit validated by this after facing that elf and not being able to
Not hitting.
catch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, a new contender has appeared.
These two guys, hang on for a second.
What?
Bellis, it's you.
There was only one person in between Ko and I in initiative, and suddenly there's two.
I mean, the problem could get worse. Yeah. Who knows?
Suspicious as hell. Oh, it went to me. It didn't do the bing noise. All
Sorry.
right.
Bing.
Okay. Bing. All right. Okay. Real quick. I'm doing my thing. You just got to trust me that this is the right square size, because otherwise it'll take much longer.
No, that's fine.
I'm gonna sing the song of Briaris with these three. Why did it roll 4 times?
That's a good question. You targeted
I don't
yourself.
understand. Oh, I targeted myself.
Yeah, just to deselect
Okay,
you.
well.
Or miss yourself. You hit yourself. So
Thank you.
make sure you deselect yourself. Here, I can deselect you, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did it. You got it.
Okay, so I hit. Which one did I miss? Did I miss any of them? What did I miss?
It looks
I
like
missed
you
that one.
you missed the poison scale savage number 1.
Cool, but
But
I'm
you-
gonna use Dernwin's guidance in order
Guide
to
me, Dernwin.
re-roll that one. Pew pew pew. I'm just gonna. I don't. Well, just because I'm gonna click the button again, but I don't know if it's gonna re-roll all of them. But it re-rolled all of them. Okay, so it was just these two that got hit. All right. And I learned something about how Fantasy Grounds works, so that's valuable. But that does this much damage, which isn't very much, but it does also slow them. Oh, they're dead? They're just straight up dead? Okay, well, then they're not slowed.
Whoa.
I mean, they're permanently slow. They're maximally slow.
And maximally slow, huh? Let me see. What's my range on this? Okay. I'm also going to... Excuse me. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to do the same thing again to these ones.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, will powers.
Nice. Hit. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off.
All the roots and like shrubs and scrub of the undergrowth of the forest just like come up and grab them and drag them into the ground.
That's mean. Why you gotta be mean to my lizard mans?
Bing.
Mic feedback off.
Whoa. Wait, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, just fine.
I pressed a button on my mouse and it said mic feedback off. What the fuck did that mean? Anyway, if you guys can
Probably
still hear
turned
me.
your mic feedback off.
Well, but I don't even know what button it was, so I don't know what button to press again to make it come back. Anyway, we're still in the surprise round.
Feedback.
We're still in the surprise round. So this guy doesn't get to act. So it's Zoga.
All right. I heard some dudes passing by to the north side of this tree.
Yeah,
right?
now you hear them kind of gurgling and dying like Lavellis just smoked them.
I did see this savage down here as Ko ran by.
Yep.
I could see by the light of his torch that there was a dude down here. So I'm going to hop down from the tree.
Look at that.
And I'm going to... actually, shoot, where was I? 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, no, hang on. I'm gonna jump down. I'm gonna run down this way.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and then I'm gonna charge this guy.
Did you see that other guy, by the way?
I did.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure that that's working. Here, I'm gonna.
I did see that other guy, but I want to kind of keep in range of,
no worries.
of another fighter that I can see. You know.
Oren
so
can
that
see
was
all
just
these
a-
guys.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Do you get-
Fucking night vision.
Yep.
Do you get something like combat advantage for charging?
Oh, you get +1.
+1 for charging. Okay, cool. So that is just a
Nice. Hit.
blam, a hit, a very palpable hit.
Ooh. Bloodied.
And then I'm gonna give him the old furious assault. Bam, bam. Bloop, done.
All right, Oren.
Okay. My turn. What is this guy?
Fudge.
I want to take on the brawler, actually. So I'm gonna go. Come up face to face with
Oh, hang on a minute.
this lizard guy.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just do a grappling strike.
Do you have him targeted?
No, I do not.
Awesome, thank you.
I do now. Yeah. Thank you for the reminder.
Hit.
Sweet.
So refreshing after last session.
A palpable hit.
Yeah.
And you grab the guy? You grab him?
Yep.
Grabbed!
Mark up too.
He hisses at you. This is a giant fuck off big. This is a green skin poison scale lizard man, and it's big and it's buff. It's like strong too. And
I mean, has he seen me?
I mean, you're pretty buff too. And it hisses at you, like with its forked tongue whips out of its mouth and flails around.
I grab his tongue. That's what my grab is.
Let go the tongue. Let go the tongue.
Just trying to clean its eyes.
Let go the tongue. I surrender. Please let go the tongue. Sorry. That's more fun for me than him, I think. Are you done?
Yeah, that's gonna be the end of my turn.
Okay.
So we hit the little ding dong.
Blimey. Have you been looking?
Only once or twice.
This guy is surprised, so I'm not going to let him. Hang on a second. I'll give him this minor action. Oops. What did I just do? Wow. Okay.
Whoa. Uh-oh.
It's no big deal. This thing, all it can do, it's surprised. It's got a great club. It's got a quiver of javelins on its back. It's also very large. It's not as big as the thing Orin's fighting, but it does seem more war ready. And it just whips around really fast, turns around because Zoga is ambushing it, and its tail acts like a whip and goes whop. And now, Zoga, you feel like the whip has razor sharp edges to the end of it, and it cuts across some of your open flesh, and now you feel your blood boiling. That's all it can do on its turn.
Cool.
And also there's this smell coming off of this thing. It's this weird greasy smell coming off of it. These guys, what's this dude? That guy is surprised. This dude is surprised, but he's in combat. Can he do anything reasonable? Yes. Correct? Okay. He's going to target... What the fuck is going on? Target Co. I'm giving him a minor action here. He can't take his entire turn. This big poison scale brawler guy, he's got a club. He doesn't have a quiver of javelins. He doesn't look like he's as experienced a warrior as the guy Zoga has engaged, but he looks buff. It's basically the brother of the creature Orin's fighting right now. And it reaches out and grabs you. And you are grabbed. Uh-huh. And this guy's going to try and do the same thing to Orin. Oh, I see what's happening. That's weird. Okay. I'll try this out. That's pretty good. Yep. Good enough, I should say. So now you guys have grabbed each other. Haha.
Grab me?
Yeah, he grabs you. He grabbed the grabber.
It's like they're dancing.
And now it's Servanazor. This is the end of the surprise round. After this, all these creatures get their normal actions.
So from where I can see, well, actually, all I can see is Zoga and Co. And so I saw, you said Co's grabbed, and but I saw Zoga take an attack. Which one of those two looks nastiest to me? I think it's the one on Zoga.
The one on Zoga seems like a more accomplished warrior, but the one on Ko looks physically larger and stronger.
Accomplished warrior. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to charge at him.
ABC.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You get +1 for charging.
And I get a +1 on that, so I add that to my...
And +2 for flanking.
And another one, so 2. Okay. And in comes the Howling Strike. Arr! I'm not going to do that yet. Hopefully that dice does nothing. Because I didn't target him.
imagine the human caravan off where it's safe, off to the side, and in the middle of the night they just hear Vanazor's howl carrying across on the wind.
Like echoing through the forest. Hit.
That seems like a hit.
Yep.
Right, so that's...
Oh my god, these guys are going to die. Yep, he's dead.
Damn, got him.
Oh, good. Right, he's dead. So
Yep.
I've reduced someone to 0 hit
Yep.
points, which means I get +2 damage until the end of your next turn when I reduce an enemy to 0 hit points. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I
So,
can't move, can I?
actually, charging ends your turn.
Oh,
That is
Well,
something that
there you go.
I did not know, but now I do.
there you go.
You may have...
Wizard is dead.
Yeah. This is
I
going to be a
need to
short
remember
battle.
that. So what was it again? Sorry, I get a +2.
You get +2 to your damage until the end of your next round. Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
You probably have something you can just like drag onto yourself. All right, Ko, round 2.
Oh yeah, that's a good
All
point.
right. I've already opened the gates of battle.
Could you close them?
Yeah, you're right. That
There
was
actually
cool.
is an opposite one, but it's a lot more situational. It seemed harder to
got it.
use. I like. It's pretty cool. I don't like that it grabbed me. So I'm gonna try to push him. Who do I have targeted? Just that one now. Yeah. Let's do my Simorg's wings attack technique. Ugh. Yeah.
That's a hit.
Nice.
Good.
Okay, and it is pushed away from me.
Huh.
Let me see. It should push it. Ooh, I pressed the little wrong button. It says it push it target 1 square.
Nice.
Okay, so 1 square away.
Oh
Push.
shoot!
Push.
I hate that.
Is ours one away. What? What's up?
Nothing's up. Nothing's up.
So that breaks the grab, by the way.
Yeah, the only problem with that is I want to do my flurry of blows, but I think that has to come immediately afterwards. You hit with an attack, 1 target, and then I hit it with the flurry of blows. Does it get pushed before that?
It's the push resolves with the attack that pushed it.
Okay, so then I wouldn't be able to flurry of blows it if I push it.
Correct.
All right, well then let's retcon that. I want to punch
Okay.
him in the face.
Okay, that's fine. Then you're still grabbed.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
No worries.
Yeah, okay. Let's do that. I thought about like grabbing another club from one of its wounded enemies
Have
or
2 clubs.
allies, but I'm just gonna give it
become
a, good
a giant
old-fashioned
drummer. Boom,
headbutt.
boom, boom, boom.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I just hit it with my club, and then I'm just gonna headbutt it. When I
That's
headbutt it, like pieces of stone come off my forehead. And that's my turn. I'm okay with that, right? Because escaping
man.
a grab is a standard action, correct?
I don't know. Yeah, sure. It sounds right to me.
Is it a move action?
Escape. You can attempt to escape. It's a move action.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'd like to try to escape. Is it a
Oh, that's
skill?
right, because you can shift.
Yeah, it's acrobatics or athletics.
I'm gonna go
If
with
you use again, go ahead.
athletics.
Okay, nope.
Ew, get off of me.
Yeah, you escaped. That's no problem.
Good.
Yeah.
Tiny
And I mean,
little
I can't move since I did that, so I'm just gonna like. When I do this, I just kind of like lightly slap its hands away.
Well, you can
Showing
still
it, like-
you can move 1 square. You can shift 1 square as part of this.
I'm happy here.
Okay.
I just didn't want it. I wanted.
You've got it right where you want it.
Dang dirty paws off me.
Awesome. Awesome. Perfect. Okay, this is interesting. Let's see. What's your job? That's the collector. This is the Myrmidon then. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Myrmidon.
5.
Myrmidon.
Targets Orin.
I can't see.
Hit.
Owie.
8 points of damage, and it marks you. This is gonna be the battle
You
of
don't
the
mark
marks.
me, I mark you.
I mark. Yeah, his name is Mark. Funnily enough.
Wow.
And then
Mark Moradon.
And then this dude.
And Colin Collector.
Colin Collector.
Here we
Oh
go.
my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This guy's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and target Oren. And this guy is like he's only about as big as the juveniles, but he looks very experienced, and he has a dagger that is dripping this green ichor.
Ooh.
Ooh, good. Thank God. I'm glad that hit. And you feel your elf blood start to run hot as you are poisoned.
Poisoned?
Yep.
Poison.
And now it's Levelis' turn.
So,
I probably should have done that in the opposite order now that I think about it. No, it didn't matter.
look,
He
I'm
would've hit
just gonna keep on minion duty.
Oh,
right?
hello.
1,
Oh,
2,
goodbye.
3.
Oh, did you just see her walk into your field of view and then leave?
And then
That's just
disappear.
back again. Hello.
It's hilarious. I think
There's a dropped torch
go
around there
about
somewhere.
there. Oh, cool. I can see them now. That's nice. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and they're in range. Interesting. Let me consider some things. This is what we're going to do. All right. It could be a waste, could not be a waste. So, I believe that I can get out of the way. Okay. Target 1, 2, 3.
Hey, you can't.
Ray.
Wait. What about you targeted one dude who's like 3 away from you, and then a bunch of people who are 8. That's not fair.
Yeah, this is Judgment of, or this is Thunder of the Summer King. This is a different thing.
Oh, that sounds good.
I have more than one power, Matthew.
I guess.
This is Thunder of the Summer King. So target 1, 2, or 3 creatures within 10. So.
Fine.
All right.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
And
That's cool that she can't see the third thing against.
I
Wow.
hate that 5 that was in the mix there, but that's
Yep.
okay. This Needler will not die. I have missed it 3
He's gonna level up. He's gonna become a poison scale like fucking brawler or a magus
Yeah,
or something.
he's asked his rite of passage. All right, and then I click this button. They actually take 1 additional damage. Oh no, wait, they take. Give me a second. Blah 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 blah. Covenant of Wrath. Push the target a number of squares equal to your Constitution modifier, and +1 damage per enemy targeted. So they both take +3 on that damage.
Well, that's why you gotta be like that. So this guy takes an extra 3 damage. That's no problem. Except I can't. There we go. And this guy, the Brawler 2. Where are you, Brawler 2? Brawler 2 takes an extra 3 damage. That bloodies him. And then you push them how many squares?
Equal to my con, so that is.
Con mod, I
I
bet.
will tell you. Yeah, con mod. What? I can't. There it is. It's +3.
Wow. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, a crack of thunder hurls these guys backwards.
Yep. That's my turn.
Okay, well,
That went better than I thought it would.
yeah, that was pretty cool. Let's see. What can you do?
I don't like that they're called Omegas. That makes me stressed for the future.
Magnus Magus.
Well, let me think here. I hate to do this to, he can't see Levelis, but he can definitely see Servanazor. And he can definitely see Oren. Let's see. Within 10. That is not within 10. But that's within 10. Well, We'll start off with this, I think. The poison scale magus has a dart gun and tries to sleep dart. Tries to sleep dart Orin. It's not literally a sleep dart, it's a poison dart.
Mm-hmm.
Are you already poisoned?
I am already poisoned.
Okay, well, then that's not what they're going to do.
How do they know I'm poisoned?
Because this is what do you mean, how do they know?
They can smell
it so far away.
It's their, they can see their own guys and what their guys are doing.
Mm-hmm.
So that area burst 2 within 10, you're definitely within, and it's targeting you already. I just might as well get this over with and see what happens. Fuck off. What?
Aha.
Fuck off. An 18 missed you? Suck my monkey.
Yeah, I got 19 fortitude, bro.
Oh, that's what I got. No, I'm kidding. So Zoga, you seem really annoying. You seem like you're kind of the leader of this entire thing. Oh, wait, are you taking poison damage, Zoga? You're not, are you? Yeah, you are.
I am poisoned.
You are definitely. So the poison scale may just kind of frustrated out of its failure to hit Orin. Stupid fucking elves and their ability to hide in the forests. Kind of looks over at you, the war leader of this band, and makes a somewhat casual gesture with its thin, clawed, scaly green hand, and you feel the poison inside you, like boil. Let's see. Target one creature within 20. That's you, who's taking ongoing damage. That's you, and that's a fucking miss. Suck my monkey.
Oh my god.
Whatever.
I can't even see this dude. I just have like
Awesome.
a vague idea that like
Orin can see it though.
some lizard idiot gestured at me and nothing happened.
a lizard. No, that doesn't make sense. Okay. It's you, Zoga.
Let's see. I really like. Man, Zoga's like a little bit looking
country.
around into just like a pitch black forest. He's sort of wistful for the days when he had his whole goal raiding party, and like they'd coordinate little torchlight things, just light up a whole patch of forest, and then this whole battle would ensue. But that's fine. I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna brash assault this guy.
That's pretty brash.
Boom.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm just like, it's like I'm just gonna run up behind him, and like it's not even like a sword fighter's like posture. I'm literally just holding the sword like a baseball bat, and I just run up and just like fucking just jack him with the sword, and I yell at him and spit on him. I say, "Go home."
Go home.
And I stick my tongue out at him.
Are you gonna do some? Are you gonna do some damage? There we go.
Oh yeah, whoops, forgot.
7. Nice.
And yeah, I'm like sticking my tongue out at him, like I'm like smelling him in lizard.
He's very badly wounded. He's questioning his life choices.
Is he taunted?
Oh, is he?
Is he taunted?
Yeah, he'll take a swing at you, right? He gets a free attack on you, correct?
Yeah, he gets a free attack, and so does Mr. Co.
Yes.
So his standard action is this. Ah! Fuck off!
Oh my god.
Oh, see, should have done as you're told.
Anyway,
Co?
Call this a sandwich.
ooh,
Great dance across that 20, man.
he's dead.
Boom.
Fuck off.
Dead.
He would have done a shitload of damage too if he had hit you. And now we'll never know. Now we'll never know.
He said his club was great, so I'm gonna take that.
Cool, you got 2 clubs now.
Here's the thing.
You're a
I don't
lizard
feel
folk.
that bad because I feel like there are more of them coming.
I think that Zoga will tell you that this is about right for a. Excuse me.
Now I do feel bad.
Oh, and I should do a save for my poison. Poison. It just knows automatically, right?
Yep.
Just became like a witch from a
Boom!
60s
I ain't
film.
poisoned.
Nope. They automatically removed it from you. The only thing it doesn't
It's not
know is if
poison.
you have multiple conditions that require a save, it only automatically works on the first one.
Gotcha.
All right. It's Orin.
I think I'm gonna take a chance. I'm gonna take a chance and try to smack this guy in front of me.
Okay.
Let's see if it goes. Powers. Strike. Come on. Please?
Miss.
Ah, fuck me. Fuck.
+9 too. Wow, this thing's hard to hit.
I'm trying to think what I want to do now.
He's got a shield made of giant turtle shell.
Oh, does he?
Mhm.
I think I'm gonna shift for my movement. A shift is just one, right?
Yep, it's 1 square. It does not provoke attacks.
Okay, so I'm just gonna move one back and start kind of like walking these guys back to where the rest of the group is.
Sounds good to me. This guy goes. "Ah!"
Oh,
The wise choice.
Sploosh! You hear a splash.
TBH, he deserves to live. Or they deserve to live.
This guy got knocked down. He still has Orin marked.
And he doesn't have my mark anymore because and actually the other guy has my mark on him now, so let me do.
He's not prone or anything. Okay. He runs up to you. He has you targeted. And he tries to grabe you.
agreed.
Grabe.
It's against my fortitude, right?
It is no. It's against the reflex.
For me, my feat is this resist grab escape attempts with fortitude.
Oh, wait. What is your thing? Wait, what?
It's an inescapable hold. Hang
Ooh,
on.
that
It
sounds
says
cool.
Resist grab escape attempts with fortitude. Prerequisite
Grab
fighter brawlers,
escape
so-
attempts. Okay, so
Grab escape attempts.
yeah, when you try to escape, it's against their fortitude, not their strength.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm reading it now. That makes more sense. Okay, so they have to use their fortitude, or it's against my fortitude number whenever they do their thing.
So this person hits, and you are grabed. And now that he has you grabbed, he just crushes you with his bare hand. Probably gonna miss. But oh no, never mind. Not if I roll an 18. 18 plus 6. And you hear him go, "Rah!" And you see the slavering fangs dripping with poison saliva. But all he's doing right now is just squeezing.
Gross. Oh, that's a lot.
Yep. And he didn't roll super well either. So he's done. Sir Vanazor.
Can I hear what just occurred?
Yeah,
right?
sure. You hear
But I
off to
can't see.
the east. You can hear something crazy happening to the east. Almost due east, a little bit south.
Okay, so
I love that I can click on you and I can see what you see.
3, 4. Oh, ha. That's all right. 5.
Yep.
Aha. 6, and then I will charge like this, I think.
Oh,
What?
where'd you go? Why'd you go diagonal?
Oh no, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Whoops.
Whatever.
That's the thing that just hurt Orin, right? That I'm like basically right in front of.
Yep, and you can see he's got Orin grabbed and he is squeezing and she doesn't like it.
Right, then I'm gonna smack it with the old "Arr."
I love Orin's commentary. That looked like a 5 to me, but whatever, cheater.
It gave it 18.
Wow.
I like it.
You saw the same thing I saw, didn't you? You saw the same thing.
It.
Yep. That's funny. That's funny.
Oh, that's a 5. Damn it! And I was like, oh, look.
No,
at
I
that.
think the animation kind of froze a little early, but yeah. Anyway, you hit.
Let's do the old damage.
Damage.
Oh, I'm really hurt.
Yeah,
Ooh.
he fucked you up.
Yeah, you're
When did that happen?
You're like this close.
I think you're fine. Everything's fine.
Did you just kill that
Dead,
dude?
right?
You fuck nut.
Yeah.
Will you stop killing my guys?
25.
Yes! That is all!
Yep, you fucked that
yeah.
guy up. The fucking the striker is here.
Oh, I charged, didn't I? So.
Yep, that ends your turn. Go.
All right. Sorry, I was lifting my desk. Like adjusting the height, not lifting it.
It's like the chest
That's
of drawers.
lifting my desk.
It's the jaws, Koya.
So I see that scaly one there. That's the only one I can see on the map. So I'm gonna start making my way downtown. Go 1.
Chat says you can still action point.
Oh, well.
I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna use my Seamerg's wings movement technique to do my jumpy jump.
Wow.
I think that's all
damn,
I
dude.
need. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, here's another one. 4. Which one looks nastier?
The one you just passed looks nastier.
They're both untouched.
I'm gonna jump here.
Is that? Have we seen them before?
And when I do that, I am going to target it. And I'm going to do my Seamorg's wings movement technique or attack technique. And since I have those 2 clubs, I'm gonna use both of them like wings.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yes. Okay, so this is interesting because I could punch him, but I'd like to push him
How do you do that?
and say
Is that just-
whatever like in giant like orders up is and push him over towards Sarvanasaur and Orin.
And that's something that
like
is
to kinda do that
part
with
of
a
your.
kick.
Oh, okay. Wait. All right. Hang on. Is this did you just use a power that has movement as an effect, or are you trying to kind of just use your action to push him?
Yeah, how do I bring this to the thing? Hold on.
Because there's definitely like a bull rush or whatever.
Yeah.
Bull rush. You try to push an enemy away, useful for forcing an enemy out of a defensive position or whatever.
Oh gosh. Okay, well it says I did the wrong one. But the attack technique says you hit 1d10 plus your dex modifier damage and you push the target 1 square.
Okay. Cool. Yep. That's what I need. Boop.
So I could punch him,
like
but
that?
I'm just gonna
Got it.
pick him over there because I think it's funny.
Do you want to? Do you want? It doesn't really matter. I don't think. Do you want him here or do you want him here? Both count as away.
I mean, Orin's kind of hurt.
Yeah, don't put him in front of me. What the hell?
All right.
Maybe I shouldn't. I'm gonna not push him and I'm just gonna punch him. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's up to
Oh,
you.
yeah, it's-
All right.
Let's wreck on that because I probably shouldn't punch the big nasty monster closer to the wounded person. So let's just hit it.
Hit it.
And that's my turn.
Cool.
True, because whenever he does move away from you, he'd provoke an opportunity attack unless he.
Now, if he shifts, so you've marked him, correct?
Yes, he is.
All right. Well, he wants to. You have attracted his attention, and he's going to try and smoke you, and he gets +2. And because you're taking extra damage, he gets a bonus to his attack roll, and he's going to try and basically smoke you. Oh, good. Thank God. He needed that +2.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm obviously down, so.
Ha!
Oh, no.
Sweet.
Owie.
So that's his turn. And now this guy. Ko is no bueno. He is going to untarget Orin. He's going to target Ko. Actually, he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 5, 6.
Ugh.
And he is going to... Oh, is that a melee weapon? I think it is. Yep. Never mind. Hello. You're not poisoned, are you, Ko?
I'm not poisoned. Not yet.
Okay, let's see if I can do something about that.
Yeah.
Looks like no. Nope. Fuck off. I hate you guys. You're so good.
Does anyone have eyes on the Magus?
Magus? What Magus?
Well, that attachment.
No? No one? No one?
Magus? There's no Magus around here.
No.
No, no.
That's the...
Zoga earlier?
That's the...
No.
You're thinking
the one
of the...
person who I think could see them is not here right now.
You're thinking of
Please leave a message.
the king of the king of these lizards. And he's actually... And his name is Gizzard, and he is a wizard.
Oh, I got eyes. Don't worry about it.
Uh-oh.
So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. Hello. I just feel like Vanazor and Koa, they're gonna kill those two. Like, it's only a matter of time, right? Anyway. Boop.
Boop.
Hello. Boop. 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 No, but you're dying now. That doesn't count as bloodied. That's a different thing, right? If you're dying, are you also bloodied, or are you just dying?
I don't think
now?
you are. I think you're only bloodied until you go to 0, and then you're
Right?
dying.
That's what I assumed, because otherwise I would be attacking someone else. But it's fine. Everything's fine. Don't
We're all
even
fine down
worry
here.
about it. Cool. I still might not be acting in the most optimal fashion, but I'm doing it anyway. If my fantasy grounds will work. All right.
Oh, it was going to be a 1. Fuck off.
Oh, that was scary to watch. Okay, now I believe.
I believe.
Yep, okay, and this one. Oh, come on.
Lol.
Garbage. So yeah, I don't know. I just swing around the trunk of this tree and like fire from the hip. A blast of molten light directly.
Molten light.
The biggest.
Lights
molten
up.
light.
Lights up. The poison scale magus does not like that. So
And now it's their turn.
yeah, and Orin is down. So what it needs to do is actually, I think, yeah, it'll just go after Levelis. Oh, fuck off.
Aw.
It's a hit. Good hit.
Yeah, but it could have been a crit. It only would have done 1 more damage. You get a blow dart in the neck.
Ow.
Yep. And then, now that you're poisoned, the poison scale magus gestures. And you are unable to resist. And you move 1, 2, 3 away, and you are slowed.
Whoa.
And you see Levelis's body clench up as the poison takes over her body, and she stumbles, and as her body jerks around, and eventually she gains control of herself, but she's 15 feet away from where she was a minute ago. Zoga.
Zoga.
Yeah, well, that's a little bit disheartening, but I'm sure a wood elf is no stranger to poison. I'm just gonna start fucking running over this way. And as I pass by Sir Vanazor next to Orin's, slightly defeated form, I'll shout something about like, I heard it definitely sounded like there was something a bit funky going on over here. So that gives you a healing surge.
Oh, sweet.
And then I'm gonna charge straight for this poison scale guy. And you guys all noticed that like as soon as I saw this dude, it was like, okay, this is the fucking guy. Like Zoga is just like 100% honed in on this dude. Yeah, so I charge him. And woo!
Nice.
Hit. Bloodied.
But bam, and I'm going to use my action point,
Uh-oh.
and I'm gonna lead by example, motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Nice.
I don't know what that does, but it's bad. He's dead.
Amazing.
Yes.
Sweet.
So I charge this dude and I stab him with my sword, and then like in the moment that he's like sort of reeling from the attack, I just do these two huge like spinning like slashes with the sword and just cut him down.
So cool.
The poison scale collector's corpse collapses to the ground.
Well, this thing is still here, so I think what I'm gonna do is let me pull this up and see what this does. I'm going to use my second wind to spend a healing surge. And clicky. And clicky.
The light's going out.
Okay. I know, it keeps blinking.
It's supposed to, like, flicker. But it just doesn't do it that quickly.
Yeah, it's real slow. And then I'm going to use my action point to use Villain's Menace on this fucking Myrmidon. Let's give this a go.
Hit.
I hit him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bloody.
and then
You'll love to see it.
okay, so I got that done. So Villain's Menace is done of my daily.
Is there any other effect besides just damage?
So I got a wait. So I guess whenever I hit, I just did a two weapon damage, and then afterwards I get a +2 power bonus to attack rolls and +4 power bonus to damage rolls.
Oh, yeah, like this guy's a boss and you're going to be fighting him for many rounds. That makes sense.
Yeah, until like the end of the encounter,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use my movement to shift again. Yep. And then I'm gonna.
Are you hiding behind me?
I just need a moment.
Okay, this guy is gone. It's your turn, Sir Vanzor.
Oh, bum, I've still got the old center map thing on, haven't I? I should turn it off. I turned it off at home, but I guess it didn't save. Right, let's just attack this guy that's right next to me. And
Oh,
then...
he's marked too, actually. Let me do that real quick.
Let's show the Howling Strike, see if we can finish him off.
Hit!
That's a hit.
Kick his ass, Venusaur!
Kick him out.
Jesus.
That should be
Yeah.
the
Oh yeah,
hit.
God damn.
yes.
That's what I like to
Yeah.
see
Fuck.
right there. God, you guys are good. I went to the right bar.
Right. And then I think I get my Rising Fury, so
Blimey.
+2 damage. Or blimey, it is a bit that one, isn't it? Maybe I've already got that on. Did I already get one? I think I might have.
Yeah, you have damage
Yeah,
+2.
damage 2. I still have that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I saw
applied
the
that too.
Velis, get knocked back. So I'm going to use my movement to go towards where I saw her get knocked back from.
Good luck.
3, 4,
Uh-huh.
5,
Yeah.
6.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bum.
Yeah.
Just remembered that you don't have night vision.
Nope.
Oh my gosh, I'm
Nope.
so sorry.
And so now, because we know, I know there is something.
I
up
did
here.
fire molten light in the direction.
Ooh,
Did he see
ooh.
where I fired the light?
I don't. Apparently not, because he didn't run in that direction.
Ah. All right.
He was obviously
so I went-
blinded. The light was so bright, Levelis.
I went 6 that way. Can I? Let me think. I could charge blindly. God, this is risky. But hey, it's a Sylvanasaur way. 1, to aha.
No.
I'm so happy.
And I will use an action point now.
Awesome.
And let's target this fucker. And give him a little bit of a Howling Strike and hope for the best here.
Hit. Wow.
Okay. So then I think I will use my
Wait, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, freeing my Savage Growl, which is a free encounter.
Right, but is it wait, is it an action of any kind?
Encounter free.
Free. Yeah, free means
it's an
free.
Encounter, yeah, yep. Trigger. You hit an enemy and don't reduce it to 0 hit points. I target the enemy.
Yeah.
The enemy you hit effect. The effect is you mark the target until the end of your next turn. Until the mark ends, you and the target deal 1d8 extra damage against each other.
Oh, that's right.
So I think I just dragged that across onto him, right?
Yep. Her, but yeah.
So, it's her. Sorry. So that's the mark, and
Yep.
then not the damage yet, right? I wouldn't
Correct.
do damage on
You
this
just
go. Okay.
It's just +8 plus 1d8 damage anytime you hit this person.
All right.
But you still have to hit them.
Yes, and I can't do that now.
Correct.
I've used my action.
Yeah, you've done plenty.
So I
Okay. Zoga. No, Ko. Sorry.
Okay. Let me, let's run towards it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Guess I'll have to jump.
Ko peers into the darkness and fixes his gaze on the howling dragonborn in the distance.
Yes.
Ha-ha!
Just kind of disappears up into the darkness for a moment and then just kind of reappears in front of this poison scale.
Yeah.
Classic aha.
Ha-ha!
Let's
Well,
target
I have
it.
a feeling this poison scale magus is going to be of interest only to historians.
Come on. Yes.
Dead.
I punch it one more time.
Okay. One of them got away.
That's true. One of them did escape into, I guess, the.
It was
the
a needling.
He's going to go home and tell his clutch mates about
Good.
the horrible
Keep one
routing.
alive to tell the tale.
So, Lavelis, go ahead and you're poisoned.
Yeah, I sure am.
Anything you can do about that?
When you can you make a heal check on yourself to give yourself an extra?
Yeah, I don't think you can. I think somebody else has to do it.
Sorry, it's like very hard. Sweet. I'll just make my save then.
Wow.
It's a 2.
So that's you being done. Zoga, you hear the distinct sounds of a wood elf being poisoned to death.
Fluttering.
Yeah.
To death is very strong. I've taken very little damage.
Well, he's where? Oh, here he is.
Where are you? Where are you?
I just
I'm
like
just lying down in the undergrowth in the dark.
Where are you?
I clap my hands on Lavelis' shoulders, and in fact, just like pick her up because like she doesn't weigh anything, right?
Correct.
I'm just like gently just like shaking her and be like, hey, you're all right. We're all right. We made it.
Lavelis, could you make another saving throw for me, please? You have 2 effects on you.
Yeah.
Nope, never mind.
7.
You're still slowed.
Wow, this is some real good poison. Holy moly. Ooh.
Now, that was Zoga's turn, right?
Yeah, I just gave her an inspiring word. Oh, now it's my turn.
And I appreciate it.
That was what I did.
Appreciate it.
Right.
That was my turn. Well, wait, hang on a second. Inspiring word is a minor action. Can I do my major action as like a healing check?
Sure.
I'm not good at this, but it's worth a shot.
yeah.
What
worth a
are the
shot.
different actions that you can take on your turn? This
Oh, there you go.
Go
I
ahead.
suck poison from.
No. That's not what happens. That's not what happens.
I just get to make another
Yep.
roll.
She just gets to try again.
I mean, you could still flavor it, right?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
It's been
So you're no longer poisoned. And I'll go ahead and take the slowed off. You'll save against that eventually. It doesn't have any bad news associated with it.
Thank you.
There we go. Well done, team.
Yay!
It's not over.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's not over.
What?
Oh, so you done, Zoga?
Oh yeah, someone's still poisoned, right?
Yep. Orn takes another 5 damage.
Wow.
Jeez.
Come here. Oh, yeah.
Well, Servanazor, you hear the sounds of a high elf dying of poison.
Oh,
What we've
it's
learned
done that.
today is that elves aren't great with poison.
You guys live in the
can't do,
wood.
like-
How do you
I
not?
can't do, like a first aid on myself.
It's not according to the first aid. It's something you do to somebody else.
Yeah, I wonder if I can do that. I'm gonna
You can
come
give it a shot.
down here. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Ordinarily, we just don't get poisoned.
Let's see.
That's lucky.
Skills in it. You know what I mean?
Skills.
What do I have here? I don't know first.
The
I got
heal.
heal. I have heal. Yeah. Do I have to target her to do this?
I don't. Maybe.
No, you don't have to. You just make a heal check.
Okay. Oh
Not enough.
no.
What was it? Oh man.
You got a total of 4 plus 1. 5.
Wow.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I've got.
Ko, you hear the sound of a dying high elf.
How embarrassing when this happens.
Parts
I
the
know.
mustache so that the mustache hairs don't decrease any of the suction.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
There you go.
Yeah, there we
Oh,
go.
thank fucking
Good
god.
roll.
Wait, all that does is let
You
Orin
gotta make your
make a save. Make another save. It doesn't. It just gives her another chance to avoid taking 5 more damage.
Oh, I see.
I get a +2 bonus to the saving throw. Okay.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah. Fucking knew I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank God.
You didn't need
There
no
it
+2.
is.
Yay.
All right.
I'm gonna give you guys a short rest, and you'll go back to camp. The humans are all sleeping soundly and had no idea anything happened.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm kidding. The humans are definitely the refugees are all awake and they're in the dark. They've put out their campfire, and when you come back, they are eager to hear the news of what happened. And they rush to you. They want to physically check you out. Like, are you all right? Are you alive? Did you take what happened out there? Did you even tell them you were going to go take on this ambush, or did you let them just like think you're scouting?
Oh, yes. We certainly would have told Demelza. I think we probably would have also told basically anybody who is like
Like the elders of the
who
tribe.
is like able-bodied, anyone who can like fight. Like we would have been like, hey, you know, this is what's coming. Like, make sure that anyone who's able to fight is kind of on like the outskirts of the camp thing, and let them know that like an ambush was coming, but that we were also going to counter ambush. So.
Okay.
But we don't like want to freak out the kids or anything, right? So like we only tell the people who are.
Right.
Well, unfortunately, like they're all awake. Like the kids were not. Servanazor's roaring definitely woke everybody up. And
We can make it heroic, right? My friend Zoga's masterful plan to ambush these foolish lizard men worked perfectly. We dealt with them without any harm to us. And it's kind of like doesn't look towards Orin.
Yeah, relight the
Orin's got
campfire.
two
Let's
black
start.
eyes.
Relight the fire, bring the meat.
yeah, they'll
bring
dab.
the
Yeah.
Oh, bring
Yeah.
the griffin meat.
Yeah, let's start barbecuing this griffin for sure. Like this calls for a feast. Like this has been a good day.
Yeah, they're very eager to celebrate your victory and all of the wounds that you have endured trying to save them and keep them safe. So, you know, whatever kinds of whatever skepticism these people might have had when they first met you, that's completely gone now. They want to wait on you hand and foot. And so they're perfectly happy to cook the griffin for you folks and themselves and distribute it. And they make a meal. It's the middle of the night, but they just light a big fire. And they're like, let the lizard folk come back. They don't know what we got here. Yeah, let the whole forest come.
Like celebratory.
Nah, Zoga's in the
big
exact same
bonfire.
camp. He's like, they ain't coming back. One scared soldier goes back to their clutch and says, oh no, like, we need to send more. They're not coming back.
Good.
And if they are,
If you will kill them again.
in fact, I think Zoga would be a bit like, really feeling this moment where like he and his like new war party just like had another like epic battle, and then like after the griffin, after like this dusk elf that we found, like he's gonna be like maybe a little bit like toasty, like he's had a little more wine from the wineskin than he normally would, and he's talking about how like Ko leapt down from the tree and he like swept through 10 of them with one strike, and Sir Vanazor was like rushing through the woods and stuff, and Levelis was calling down all this like ancient elven crazy shit, and yeah, just like getting a little misty about it even. And he pulls out a little jar and explains that like this is for Goal warriors who have like really earned their keep. Like this is essentially like it, like this is the stuff that's like that pate made of like the blood and brains of like slaughtered livestock and whatnot.
Yeah.
And it's like the blood represents the life, right? The life force, and the brain represents the memory and the thoughts and stuff. So this is like symbolic of nostalgia, of like commemorating the memory of this like battle that we've all shared. And so he opens up this little sealed like, you know, jar vessel thing, hands it to Sir Vanazor.
I'll take it, and what I do, just like scoop it out and eat it. Is that how I'm gonna?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll just scoop out and take some. Oh, delicious Zoga. It tastes of victory. Oh.
Precisely, my friend.
Do you offer these what the fuck is this? Are these like candied sheep brains or some shit? What is this?
It's like kind of it's like a sort of like a pate. It's like
right, yeah.
Paste.
But what's it made out of?
It's made of like jellied blood and brains.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right.
And a few like little herbs and whatnots in there.
Blood pudding. And
do you offer any to anybody else?
Yeah, like I passed the thing to Vanazor kind of as like a, you know, here, this is for us, like this is for the fighters among our group. This is sort of a ritual for our like a bonding thing for our new war party. So the implication is that he then passes it to whoever's next to him.
Oh, I'm just sort of scoffing it. Oh my god. Oh, try this. I had
You have described an Iranian dish that I despise. There's like a whole slew of memes about this. I'll send you some later. But Ko would eagerly drink this and toast, and then he's gonna hand it to Levelis, and he says, "Let's see if you have the spirit."
Oh, 1,000,000%. I get in there. I mean, I'm not like going as hard as Vanazor, but I'm not shying away from it.
And then do you pass it on to anybody else?
I mean, Orin, right? Like,
yes.
Part of me suspects that a fussy high elf, maybe this isn't for them, but
I'll hold out my hand and I'll take it from you. And I think against my own will, I kind of make that very human, like, gulping gesture where I'm just like, I'm just like, oh God, like I just know this isn't gonna go well. But I also,
you already described that you don't eat. That's what's so good about this.
the thing is like I will eat certain things, right? And this is like the last kind of thing I would eat. This is like roadkill.
Zoga is looking at you with like kind of glassy eyes and like rosy cheeks.
I
And, like,
know, he is
you've
so
never
happy.
seen him smile like this before.
He's so happy. That's why I'm just like, okay, fuck, I'm gonna regret this. And so I kind of just like, I dip like one finger in, and then I hand it, before I eat it, I hand it back to Lavella. So I was like, you should probably hold this now. And I'll go ahead and like stick my finger in my mouth and like swallow it really quickly. And then I think what happens is my eyes turn all glassy too. And you just watch as Orin like tilts backwards and like just passes out.
Oh.
Nice.
Just too much overload of everything. Just,
But you did it.
yeah.
And Zoga like roars like, that's because she fought the hardest among all of us. Yeah.
So sweet.
I can hear OD from around the corner. Sorry. He just roared.
Just roaring in the office.
I just remembered. I haven't like locked in what my second ritual is that I know, but I did find one in there that's called fastidiousness that made me think of Orin, which is just that I can pick a creature within 2 squares of me and they're just warded against becoming dirty for 24 hours. Just literally just keep you clean. Like
You guys celebrate. You spend most of the rest of the night celebrating, and then dawn happens, and you're like, oh fuck. We're supposed to be resting. So you're you'll have to spend probably, everyone's too tired at this point after fighting. You guys fought bravely during the night. The humans didn't get sleep because they were listening to you fighting, and then they spent the rest of the night celebrating. So people are going to need to like sleep during the day, but that's no big deal. And the next morning when you set off and continue going south, there's a definite sensation of these humans and U5 are now one band. Like there's not any sense of separation between you. And they are...
Oh, shoot, is this the point where we pick a name for ourselves?
I mean, you guys can do whatever you want.
Wait, I thought we had.
Oh, that's true. We have been... I mean, word ahead is... Okay,
Word
that's
ahead.
true.
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't have to make sense.
That's whatever. That's fine.
It has to sound cool, Matt. It's metal.
We'll yeah.
Who is, as you move south, who's scouting?
All scout.
Okay.
Yeah. Orin's gonna hang back. She looks like a fucking wreck.
So I'll give you guys by the way, I'll give you guys a long
Figured this
rest.
out at this point. Like Ko is both our best scout and like one of our most mobile dudes. So
Yeah.
it's like if he runs into anything crazy,
Yeah, or if we run into anything crazy, he can just run back super fast. Like,
Oh, we took a rest.
against that griffin,
Thank
that was
you,
nice.
Hedra.
All right, Ko, would you like to join me in the private chat?
Oh.
Oh gosh. Yeah, sure.
Here we go. Hello, Justice. How are you?
I'm doing well.
This is our first time together in the private chat where all the cool stuff happens.
Oh, okay.
You folks don't get a good start until around 11 a.m. Just before noon. You don't think in terms of hours. You don't have any timepieces that slice time that violently. So it's only just before noon that you get started. You march for a couple hours. It's mid-afternoon. You're aware of the group behind you, and you are moving carefully and stealthily, and you come across what appears to be the signs of a large battle that happened in this part of the forest. It's not a clearing per se. It's not even really a path. There is no path here. That's the problem with this place. It's just a bunch of trees and bracken underbrush, and you notice there's a cart. There are dead bodies in the cart, and you notice they're all human, except you notice that there's a body. There's a body sort of toward almost the middle of this battlefield, you don't notice any blood. There's dead bodies. There's actually a couple of carts now that you know what you're looking at. And there's definitely a dead body in this area that is not like the others.
Does it look recent?
Are you going to get closer and start inspecting the bodies?
Oh gosh, how far away am I?
You're I would say, given the poor line of sight here in the forest because of all the undergrowth, bushes, trees, 30 feet away, 6 squares.
How many bodies does it look like? An estimate from here?
Well, from here you can see 1, 2, 3. There's a couple in the cart, maybe 6, but there's not. You don't have clear line of sight beyond that. So who knows? Actually, make a perception check, please. That's going to determine how far away you are.
You went in the tower?
No, you can do it in front of God and everybody if you want.
Okay.
That's pretty good, yeah. So yeah, you're about 30 feet away when you see these things. If you rolled really badly, then you would have basically walked on top of them before you noticed it.
As curious as I am personally as a player,
Yeah.
I think that after the event where Levelis went up to that body and the ochre jelly came out,
Yeah.
and thinking about Anne behind us, I think I would report back.
Okay. You don't investigate the strange-looking body that you see that's not like the others? A bunch of human bodies and then one that's a little bit larger than the others, it seems.
Gosh, that's so enticing. Here,
You see light glinting off it as though it's wearing. Go ahead.
God damn it. Okay, let me roll for it. If I roll odd, I'll go investigate.
Okay, sounds good to me. One's
All right,
one.
let's
The problem is one is odd and even. I was gonna say the problem is one is odd and even.
I don't agree with that.
So you're gonna go check it out. You said odd. You go check it out.
The dice have spoken. Yes.
Okay. Well, you don't have to get much closer before you notice. It looks like a dragon knight is dead here. Like kind of the same thing that
Shit.
Servanazor is.
Does it look like him at all?
Well, how close do you want to get?
Is it the same color as him?
Yeah, it's got the same color scales as Servanazor. Looks like it's got the same weapon as Servanazor too. And actually, now that you're closer, you notice that some of the dead bodies you see around here are recognizably and obviously members of the group that you're escorting. And they have black arrows in them.
Of course they do. Of course they do. And I don't see anything else around.
Well, there's more bodies. As you get closer to inspect Servanazor, you see near Servanazor, there's a tattooed human with black hair that's also dead. Seems to be wearing the same kind of outfit that Zoga wears.
Gosh, hey, I want you to know that the last line of my word that you typed out to me rings out in my head right now that like one of the ants looks like you. And a part of me is so curious to go see if my body's among them. But I think I think that Ko is starting to get a little bit humanized being with this group and away from the Barrow Hills a little bit. And I think a part of him is scared to see his destiny. So I think he's going to leave and go back to the group.
Okay, fair enough. Why don't you join us in the main chat?
So I've seen things.
What have you seen?
There is a...
Oh no.
Get it together, man.
Oh no.
What'd you see out there?
He's getting told stuff by the GM.
Ko comes back. He looks a little bit sick to his stomach.
Oh no.
A part of him wonders if maybe it was the Calipache.
Definitely was.
But he walks up and he says he's gonna need at least a couple more people to go back out with him. But he says somebody should stay with the group.
Why?
Okay.
He
What'd you
wants
see?
to. He has trouble articulating it.
Oh.
he would say something cryptic like, "I have seen our death," or something like that.
What?
And
I hold up 3 fingers.
That's
How many
not very
fingers am I
cryptic.
holding up?
That's the opposite of cryptic.
is that the opposite? Well, I'm a giant, so maybe it feels cryptic to him. He
You're not even
points.
supposed to.
So excited.
He points at. What was that? Why isn't it? What is it
Can't
doing?
see. There we go. Yeah.
He points at Levelis and he says, "You, come with me." And
Okay.
no, wait, stay here. Actually, because he points at Orin. He says, "Bring a black arrow and come with me."
Ko seems really rattled.
Oh, are you sure you shouldn't stay here with the people? Like, maybe you need a minute, man.
Yeah, maybe me and Zoga can go, Ko. Like,
How,
if you need to sit down for a second.
How soft-hearted are Zoga and Vanazor? Like, are they
Vanazor?
sensitive? Do you think?
I would say
I know that they're
of
like
them.
tough in battle, but are they easily rattled?
Oh, he's easily rattled? Neither of them are easily rattled. I think the only person in this group who's easily rattled might be Levelis a little bit.
I'm a little superstitious and stuff.
Like
As
as a,
I've discovered.
I'm just a little stitious.
Just a little.
Just a little.
that's
Stupid office joke.
I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think he wants Orin there because he sees Orin as like the key to the black arrows. And he
like
thinks that
of all the people in this group, like Orin is the rock. Like Orin doesn't freak out about anything. She does her job. You know, it's Zoga and Servanazor that kind of go get battle lusty and go ah! and freak out. But Orin's a lot more kind of tactical.
Cool-headed.
Yeah.
so
Okay, I'm
don't
just
know.
gonna
I don't
take
wanna
you at
leave
your word, and
anybody
I'll
out.
stay with the group. I'll happily take you at your word. I'll stay with the humans.
yeah, I don't want
They
to leave
love me
anybody out, but I
anyway.
feel like somebody needs to keep an eye on the caravan.
Yeah,
I
I'll do that.
think I'd be okay with Vanazor and Lavella staying behind. Zoga, I know. I get the impression that depending on the circumstances, Zoga will take the most optimum choice, especially when
Only
not.
in a meta capacity, I am aware that I think Odie is the only one who hasn't gotten to go on secret
True.
chat.
Yeah, Zoga
thing.
is super like split on this.
Oh, yeah?
Because yeah, like just seeing Ko rattled by this kind of stuff, like he doesn't want to. Zoga would not want to leave Ko and run towards. Leave Ko and the people, and run towards danger. Nor does he want to like take Ko back to wherever he came from. They just like, I don't know, like Zoga's
Yeah.
kind of confused right now.
I'm kind of curious. Like, I don't know who's got like some good. I feel like Levelis would probably notice this, but like that Orin is definitely like she's not shaken or anything or rattled by Ko showing up and him being that way. She's more just like she's not like absorbing like that emotion into herself. She's instead like kind of putting this wall up and like trying to think of things analytically. And like to her, Ko is acting so out of character that like she is suspicious of Ko.
How do we know it's not Shadow Co?
So it's definitely a little of like she doesn't want to go. I don't think she would be reluctant to go to wherever Ko's trying to get her to go because he seems adamant about like Orin or somebody, whatever, going, right? That Orin's the key to this thing. Like, and that to her even puts her more on like, you know, like she's like very sus right now. So that's why she's like, I would like it if some, you know, if there's something about to happen, I would like there to be more than me and just Ko because Ko is obviously
Yeah,
whatever this
definitely
is.
at least 2 people should go.
Yeah. So, I mean, also...
How does Vanazor feel about all of this?
Who's going? Who's going to go check out what Ko saw?
He's definitely not seen Ko like this before as well, right? So it's like he kind of wants to know what he saw I think Vanasaur would want to go and see what he just saw.
Yeah. I'm going to go, but it's like I just don't want to go just me and Ko. Because I've seen what Ko can do in battle, and I'm kind of just like...
So who's staying here?
I'll
Zoga
stay here.
is.
Zoga and Lavelis are staying here?
Yeah.
Okay, so is Ko staying here, or is Ko going and leading them? Ko has to lead
No,
them.
I think Ko goes back because
Yeah,
he
Ko
has to
lead
go
them.
back to the same spot.
Okay, so
Okay,
Ko...
well, the Zoga's going with Ko then.
Yeah, I like that you can speak giant.
Okay.
So just Lavelis go stay back.
So Dale, could
I
you...
mean, I'm happy to stay back by myself. I do think that it's nice when the humans have someone friendly to interact with as well. But I
remember
am
what you look
happy
like.
to sheepdog them by myself. Yes. Like,
Oh my god, the sheepdog
I would
thing
do it
again.
by myself. Yeah. Yes. So if no one wants to stay back, we'll be fine. But also, yeah, you all go. I'll be fine. I'll stay with them. I can talk to my chat in the meantime.
Okay, why don't we all jump into the other chat and leave Dale behind?
Okay.
Dale.
Cool.
Hello.
So, sorry, for a second I couldn't see if Schmuck was here or not.
I thought Dale jumped in here for a second. I was like, no.
Hey, what are you guys doing? I'm with you fellas. Ko leads you folks about however far ahead he normally scouts. Probably close to 80 feet out. And he points forward. And in the direction he's pointing, you see a couple of damaged carts.
Okay. Well, I guess Ko's just pointing towards them, so I guess he's pointing to them. So yeah, Vanasaur bravely steps forward towards the carts.
I don't want to stand. I'm not going to walk in front of Ko. I'd rather Ko lead, at least in front of Warren.
Ko, will you lead them?
I'm going with Vanasaur.
gestures. I think he gestures ominously, just kind of points like the Grim Reaper. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. He's got that stone, the pupilless complexion. I think he just kind of points and says nothing.
Okay, I'm freaked, but I gotta see what this is. I'm going with Vanasaur. I'm walking over to the carts.
If Vanasaur isn't freaked out yet, he's still...
Make a perception check, Sir Vanasaur.
Okay.
Because there's no path here. There's no path anywhere in this forest. There are very few clearings. You are climbing over and around roots. There's bracken. There's weeds. There's all sorts of crap.
Very good. I should have done it in a tower. Sorry.
That's not terrible. You come up as you're walking closer to these carts. You notice there are a couple of dead bodies in the carts. They appear to be human. You notice that there are black arrows in the dead bodies and in the cart. And then you stop and you realize there's a dead body in front of you about 10 feet away. And it looks like another dragon knight.
How close? 10 feet?
Yeah.
I go towards that.
Okay.
That body to look at it closer.
It is wearing the same armor you're wearing.
I mean, does it look like me?
How closely are you going to look?
Oh, I'm right up to it. I'm going to investigate.
It's face down.
I'm going to roll it over.
Time to sniff it.
You see your own face, dead. The eyes, the pupils, completely wide, no life. There are black arrows sticking out of your body, and other wounds, like of bladed weapons. You notice another body about 15 feet off that it's hidden by the undergrowth. It has a slight elvish look to it.
Okay. I'm going to go investigate that one.
Ko, I'm sorry, Zoga, what are you doing?
I went with Vanasaur to inspect the carts.
Well, okay. You see what I just described. Go ahead and make a perception check, Zoga.
Perception.
Perception.
Not my best skill.
But you roll a 20, doesn't have to be that good. You can't see what you rolled. Yeah, you rolled a 20. Sorry. I thought you saw that. You catch sight of a large figure that is collapsed over another human, a small human. And as you approach, Vanazor's kind of walked off. You and he both saw his corpse, and now he's walked off. But then something caught your eye, and as you approach, it looks like a Barrow Man. And his back is very badly wounded. He looks like a porcupine. He's got so many arrows sticking out of him, and his body is dead. There's no blood. There's no blood anywhere around here. Excuse me, I just hit the microphone. And he is collapsed on top of a pair of small children's feet are sticking out from his body.
He's like the house in the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, and Anne Polly is the witch that got
Yep.
Heat curl up under him.
I'm gonna like.
It's a very dark scene. I'm sorry. Isn't the humor is a little bit twisted?
But low key, I'm kind of proud that I have so many arrows in my back. Not gonna lie.
That is pretty cool.
Like, come on.
By
I'm gonna count the arrows that are in this
dozens.
Giant.
Oh,
Dozens?
In just this giant? Like 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8?
Yeah.
That is enough for
Okay.
a single clip.
I'm gonna I'm gonna inspect this corpse just to kind of try to ascertain how long it's been dead.
Rigor has set in, so it's been like easily more than a day, but the bodies aren't rotting yet, so it hasn't been more than a week.
Okay. I'm gonna keep looking around. I'm just gonna assume at this point that like there are the dead bodies of our entire party.
Yep. And all the humans. Yep.
All of them. Right.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, this is like we've seen elves appear out of thin air. This is obviously just a deception. Like that's what Zoga says to Vanazor and Co. Or whoever's in earshot. You know, if Oren's close enough, Zoga's just saying like, this is okay, whatever. Like we saw an elf that had a permanent shadow cast across its face, evade our attacks, and just like dematerialize and rematerialize at will. I don't really buy that this is anything. We found Queer Polly exactly like this. This is deception. They're trying to fuck with us.
Yeah, Queer Polly is not here.
That's what I was gonna ask.
But we already found Queer Polly's
she's already dead.
body.
Well,
right?
Yes.
Like I'm not a shadow elf, right? As far as I know.
Oren has her arms crossed and crosses them a little tighter.
In fact, you know what? I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna take out the black arrow that I have in my pack, and I'm gonna hold it to the palm of my hand, and I'm just gonna just poke myself.
Okay.
We need another chat.
No. So you just stab yourself with one of these black arrows.
Yeah. I poke myself in the palm with the arrow like that elf did.
Okay, hang on one second. You poke yourself with the arrow. Do you draw blood?
I mean, yeah, it's enough. I mean, it's enough of a poke that like it would draw blood. I'm not like sticking it entirely through my hand. It was just like enough to make a wound.
Good thing we have more black arrows.
You have this strange sensation, almost like vertigo, Zoga. Actually, I'm going to whisper at you.
Oh, okay.
Anna needs to make a third chat.
Yeah, shall I make another?
Secret chat.
The even more secret chat. And I'm not sure if Ko knows this, but I'm kind of standing there, like, just observing, like, Orin's just observing, kind of like hearing Zoga talk, keeping an eye on Ko. Vanazor, I'm like, I'm not. I don't think I'm that suspicious of Vanazor at all. But she kind of, like, shifts a little bit and then, like, looks over at Ko. And she says, "You were trying to seek your Verd, weren't you? Your means of death?"
He nods.
Is that something that you already knew? Or are you trying to figure out how you died?
So it's vague. So I know that Matt is whispering right now. I would think instinctually, to me, this does not seem like it matches what I saw.
Yeah, that's kind of what she's getting at too. She's like, "Is this how you die?"
But I would need Matt to confirm that.
Yeah.
To make sure I wasn't misinterpreting it.
You guys notice that Zoga is just like spacing out super fucking hard. Like he's just staring at this drop of blood that's running down his palm, and is just not like it's just so zoned in on that he doesn't even realize that you guys are having a conversation. And then he just kind of shakes himself out of it a little bit, and he looks at you guys, and kind of wordlessly, his look says like, "Okay, this is a thing. This is a thing. What the fuck? What do we do now?"
Wait, your attitude's changed somewhat.
What happened?
I like how
Tell us.
Zoga's like, "Listen, this is no big deal. Listen, trust me. I'm the war leader. These are Stell's fucking with us. Watch, I'll show you." Thwap.
Now he's all like, nah, this ain't great.
I think like most of all, I'm looking at Orin because she's a high elf, and this is some elf shit. This is the magic shit. This is some like Zoga knows that there's crazy shit that happens in the Black Forest. He grew up there. He's lived there his whole life.
Yeah.
This is still a step beyond the pale. Like he poked himself with his arrow, mostly expecting nothing to happen, but maybe a little bit of him expected something to happen. And what actually happened was kind of in between, and that's super fucking weird. And so now he's just like, well, okay, this is obviously the worst scenario that he could come up with. So he's looking at Orin like, all right, I don't know, dude. Like this is definitely bad.
Yeah, I think seeing that reaction, like Orin's kind of features go from just like, I wouldn't necessarily call it like irritated, but more of just like, she doesn't think very highly whatsoever of these like shadow elves. Basically, she just thinks that they're kind of like, they're slippery and cowards, and they appear to be playing some kind of prank or something like that, and just they take themselves a little bit too seriously. And so she kind of went from just like more of this shit to her eyebrows are a bit like knitted, and she's kind of scowling a little bit. And then I think like for just a brief moment, like you don't see her glamour fade, but you see it kind of like peak, where her visage becomes this kind of like you get this just like this impression that it's like this terrible thing to behold. And then I'm gonna face step like across 25 feet away, and then I'm gonna face step back. And while I face step, I want to see if I go into the other side and if I see anything.
Oh, this is dope.
No, you don't notice anything. Face step works normally for you.
Okay, I don't pop on the other side.
No.
So it's not working. My face step's broken, or rather, it's fixed.
My face step is broken, by which I mean it's fixed.
Yes. So there's that.
You get this. You get that. You are reminded of the fact that there is a party full of humans waiting for you, and that they might be freaking out the longer that you sit here.
Yeah, Zoga sighs heavily. And says, like, dude, we just need to get the fuck out of this forest.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to just keep moving. Whatever happens, like we can come back for this. I'm all for it. In fact, I would love to know what this shit is all about. But I think we don't know enough yet to be able to do anything about it. In fact, we weren't even able to touch the one elf that you brought back from the other side, wherever that even is. We weren't even able to hit him. He just kept teleporting away, and then he said some ominous shit in Elvish and popped into the ether. So I don't know. I'm at a loss. I think we go back to our people and we keep fucking moving. We try and get back to a farm somewhere and regroup.
What did the arrow do to you?
Yeah, I'm wondering if Zoga seems like disturbed now.
It didn't do anything. It just felt like bad.
Oh, you just had like a bad feeling.
I
Didn't
felt
see anything different. No visions.
no visions, nothing. I saw nothing. I felt nothing.
Just a real. Okay.
I felt less than what I feel in my normal day to day. It was like a doubt that any of this is even real.
Oh.
Is any of this real?
I mean, no. I mean, technically, you're just a bunch of middle class folks
Like, oh,
Well,
you're
for
just thinking like a
Zoga,
high elf now.
sitting at home, sitting in front of your
you're
computer.
like, you've ascended. Oh, that's all it
Is-
is. It just takes a little while to adjust the altitude.
This is especially freaky for Zoga because, like, I feel like the goal would be a bit superstitious. Would be a bit like, you know, a warrior's death is a great death, and just like to charge into battle and die, awesome, good for you. But like to have this sort of wishy-washy, like, oh, stuff just kind of feels like it doesn't matter, like that would be really fucking freaky for a goal.
So I walk over to my corpse, and I kind of kick it over.
Yeah.
And look down at it for a moment, and then just kind of slowly stand up after maybe like 10, 15 seconds. And I turn to Oren and I say, "This is not what I saw," and kick myself back over onto my stomach. And if Zoga's still kind of denying that, like, saying that this is trickery or some sort of, you know, these are fake or something, I think that Ko would walk over and grab the black hair body from the ground of Zoga and like pick him up for a moment to show Zoga and say something along the lines of like, we're in over our head here, and then drop it down.
Over our head, that's fine.
Do I see my body anywhere?
Yep. And you see Lavellis' body?
I'm gonna walk up to Ko.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Wait,
shake
can I interrupt
off
you for a
this-
second? No,
Yes.
go ahead. I was gonna say, Ko is what I meant to take from what you said is like, Ko's attitude is, this is not what I saw in my vision, so this is not how I intend to die.
Yes,
Like-
I'd say that, but then I think he's like asserting like the gravity of like what's happening, that we shouldn't fuck with these elves right now. I feel like they're more, I don't know, we couldn't even land a hit on the other one, but I don't think it was like some magic or anything. I think it was real.
What's weird to me though is that like now there's like Ko and Zoga that are basically just repeating each other after, well, you know, Zoga poked himself with the arrow, and then Ko came over here on his own. And I don't know what he did then.
I'm gonna run up and hit Ko. I'm gonna run up and punch him in the face as hard as I can.
Wow.
What?
Me and Vanessa are we just standing here like, what the
What the fuck was that? All right. I mean, do you want to attack him? What's going on?
I just want to run up and just like, I mean, not like an attack. I'm not trying to like really hurt him, but I'm just gonna run up and I'm just gonna like hit him in the face.
Okay, well, you can do that. Co.
Can I
Yeah?
Stone's endurance while he's coming up to me?
I think. Unfortunately, you're surprised. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Aren't the rest of you surprised?
I'm a little surprised.
No, Vanasaur would run over and try and break it up.
Well, you can after he's done punching this guy.
Yeah, I mean, after he's hit him, like, I wouldn't get...
It's not like I continue. I literally just I just run up and I just fucking slap him.
All right, you slap him.
Yeah,
Ow.
but more like...
What are you two
And
arguing?
I grab him by his shirt collar and I say, "Did you feel that?
Yeah, he felt it.
Yeah, a little.
Are you
Slap
still
him.
alive?" And I hold up my palm into in his face, like I show him where I'm bleeding from the arrow. Am I not still alive?
You
Are you not still alive? We're still alive here, people. Right?
Ko kind of spits a chunk of stone out of his mouth and says, "For now."
Oh my gosh, this is so mysterious.
Don't
then he-
let.
No, sorry, you keep going.
I don't know what this is. I don't know what this means. But I still live and breathe. I don't know who this, and I just sort of like aloofly kick the dead body of the other Zoga that lays on the ground. I don't know who this poor mortal is, but it's not me, because here I am. You can see me, you can hear me. I live and breathe and bleed. We need to press on.
That's a good point. I'm gonna go real quick before we go back to Lavellas. I want to go over to my body. Is it also face down?
Yep.
I'm gonna flip her over.
Dead. Several arrows sticking into her, and there is a wide gash across her throat.
And is her face like mine?
Yep.
If I'm using a glamour, how is their face like mine when they're dead?
I mean, her face is like yours when you're dead. Remember how you looked when you passed out?
Shift? Oh. I thought if you were dead, like not kind of able to come back from that kind of dead, that it would, like, you would turn it into your true elf looky thing.
Yeah, but that's
Words.
I mean, you see what Orin would expect to see if Orin were looking at a dead high elf that looked exactly like her. Like if you had a twin and that twin died, that's this.
Okay. Is the cut across her throat, is it like jagged or is it like clean?
It appears to be the result of a bladed weapon, like a sword wound. I don't know what kind of wound that makes. So I don't know whether a jagged wound or a clean wound.
Okay. Well, we obviously don't need any more of these fucking black arrows because there's a shitload of them here. So I think what we can probably do is just go back to Lavellas. Like,
I might pick up a couple more.
you want to grab a couple?
Yeah.
Actually, and I'm gonna do a quick human body account. So
Okay.
we know that queer Polly is not here, right?
Correct, yeah.
But like, do I notice any like a discrepancy between the number of bodies here and?
Yes.
Okay.
There is a discrepancy. Queer Polly is not here, and Demelza is not here, and there are other bodies that are here that you don't know.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh god damn it.
While you two are busy over there slapping each other, the real questions are here in front of us.
Like, go ahead, Orin, and make an insight check, if indeed there is insight in this game.
There it is.
Yeah, never mind.
No, my insight's not super good. My perception's really good, but not necessarily
Yeah.
insight.
No. There's humans here that you don't recognize. But those humans look like peasants, like you would expect to find in a group like this.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up one of the humans that I don't recognize.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna tell the rest of them this human is not part of our group, but it's possible that the people in our group might recognize this human, and then perhaps we can get some answers. So I'm gonna bring this body back with us. So when they ask us where do we go, we'll say there is an ambush up ahead. You know, we've brought back this person because we need to know if you all can identify him.
We already have these humans kind of like after that last fight. We really bonded, right? I wonder if that's just gonna terrify them if we start. Hey, look, here's a human body we just found up ahead after a massive ambush. I don't know. I don't know if we start freaking them out again. That's what we want to do, right? If we just want to, if we want that answer, but I wonder about them reacting badly. Vanasor's been like looking around the area, and he can see that there's been like a big fight here, but it wasn't like even though it was an ambush from every angle, there was a fight. Like they didn't go down without a real big fight. So they fought bravely.
They still die.
I mean, as we would.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm not fucking good with mysteries, so this shit's all way over my head.
You know what? Hey, hang on. Zoga just kind of like tries to shake all this off a little bit. He literally shakes his head and kind of like bonks himself on the forehead a little bit. And he's like, you know what? Let's just not go this way. Let's literally just keep going in a slightly different direction. Let's go back to the people. Let's take a little bit of a Luigi, go around.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it. If we come face to face with our own dead selves again, maybe we'll have to deal with it then. But for now, I don't know. I don't know how to finish that sentence. Let's go back to our people. Let's keep fucking moving. Let's get out of this forest.
Vanasor nods in agreement.
Oren, are you taking the dead body with you?
No, I just drop it unceremoniously onto the ground.
Thump.
How's everyone alive?
It depends on your point of view.
It's a loaded question.
Yes. I don't know. Well, we're alive, i.e. we're mobile. There's a lot of people who aren't alive.
Zoga says yes, but behind his back, he's sort of rubbing his palm.
Zoga poked himself with the black arrow. I just tell her right away.
Did anything happen?
Yeah,
or did he just get stabbed?
He just got really depressed.
Why'd you stab yourself with an arrow?
Are the humans in earshot? I wonder if we should have this sort of...
Oh, I'm not like broadcasting this. Like I'm assuming we kind of pulled Lavellis maybe to the side a little bit.
I think Lavellis was honestly sitting a little bit further away from the humans. Let's be honest.
you weren't part of the reindeer games.
I'm a
this conversation just between us? Is this just between us?
Sure.
Like,
yeah, it can be. Absolutely.
Fighter dudes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of look up after a moment of like rubbing the palm of my hand, and I'm just like, you know, we found ourselves and our entire party dead. Same way we found Greer Pauly.
Killed by arrows?
I mean, among other things, but I don't know. I'm still not ready to buy it. Buy it as in like buy this illusion, but also buy it as in like just accept this is how I die. Because this is not how I fucking die. I'm a goddamn heavy metal barbarian. I'm gonna go out swinging.
So you think it's an illusion?
I don't know what it is. I actually, I did think it was an illusion until I poked myself with the arrow to try to prove to myself that it wasn't an illusion. And it turns out I don't know. I definitely felt very weird as soon as I poked myself with the arrow.
Okay, wait. When you say that you stabbed yourself with the arrow, you standing and alive you, or you dead you?
Sorry, go ahead. I definitely felt
Sorry,
very
what was
weird.
that, Dale?
Which you did you stab?
Which you?
Myself.
Okay, but
The standing one that we brought back with us here.
okay, great,
Presumably.
great, okay.
Actually,
Oh! Ah!
I've been like going through some shit. So you're like, which you did you stab? I'm like, fucking me!
The only me. Okay.
A single tear rolls down his face.
Yeah, me.
This is a lot of information.
Maybe we should all stab ourselves with the arrows.
Okay, I
God.
don't
I just
see
wanna
how
see.
that's gonna be helpful.
Can
I'm just
can
curious.
Art take people with her?
No, I don't think. Not with the face. I thought about that where I was like, I wonder if I could just pull somebody through face step. But the thing is like,
Demelza,
when,
nosy.
what?
So Demelza's just
Everything
cutting
is
in.
fine here.
We are.
Wait
this
a
is
minute.
Private
Demelza
company
wasn't.
business. Shh, 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 shh.
Exactly,
We have
I
to
don't
tell her
wanna-
whenever she goes away.
This is Tom talking. Demelza wasn't there, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Correct.
Demelza's
She's
dead
one of the
body
bodies.
was
Only
not
just come over,
present.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a discrepancy with the bodies that were there versus the people in this caravan, even though it seemed like it was supposed to be everybody here, right? But like Demelza's body wasn't there. There was people. There was.
Wait, so it
human
wasn't just the
bodies?
fighters? It was like everyone. It was like the whole caravan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like.
plus humans we didn't recognize.
Yeah, there was.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, what? Wait, Lady or Demelza wasn't there.
No.
Correct.
I was busy hugging.
I know. I'm just looking at you. I need to talk to
We
you.
were having a moment.
Oh man. Yeah. That's where we are now.
And
But
so,
But we don't buy it.
well, I think we want to get
Okay.
out of the forest, right? Keep
We do.
moving. We don't want to go. We don't want to take the humans through there. If they see that, they're gonna
Right.
freak. It could break up the whole party.
Oh, you didn't
We're in good
like
spirits
hide the
right now.
bodies?
No, but I think we're far enough away from them that we could just go a different path or go around and just keep going out the forest. I don't
Is
think-
it? Hang on. Is it just Demelza that's here with us? Is anybody else? Can anybody else see us right now?
They can see you, but
I think they can see us, but they can't hear us.
Yeah, you're far enough away that the forest is obscuring your language.
I'm gonna like acting casually. I'm gonna throw an arm around Demelza's shoulder and
Right.
pretend that I'm like, oh hey, like we just found this cool thing. Let me tell you about it. And I'm gonna walk her into the forest away from where the people are.
And then you're
Kind
gonna
of
shank her.
motion for the rest of the party to
sorry.
follow me.
Okay.
That's what I would have done. I would have just shanked her.
She's a little bit put off by the sudden physical intimacy from somebody that she thinks of as a bloodthirsty barbarian, but okay.
Okay, then we follow if you're gonna
He's had a lot
give
of
us
that
the motion.
Yeah.
I'm
And
off with
as soon as we're
She kind of is like, what about the people? What about the? Are we gonna leave them behind? Where are we going?
We're not going that far. This is just out of earshot.
I'll stay.
Okay, yeah. All right. She's like, what? Tell me, what happened? Is everything all right? Once she realizes that you're just trying to get her away from the camp to talk to her privately,
I'm gonna ask her what she is.
she gives you a look and she says, "That's a very strange question to ask. What do you mean? In what spirit is
mean-
this question being asked? Might I inquire?"
I mean, what are you? Are you a wizard? Are you a priestess? Are you some sort of
She looks down.
different being? Are you a person? What are you?
She peers at you and she says, Are you all right? And she like reaches out like almost like a mom touching the forehead of a sick child. Did you eat something?
I just want to know what are we doing here? We, as in all of these people and us. What is your mission here?
And she shrugs and says, as I said, I hurried after these people once I realized that they had ignored my advice and that they were packing up and leaving Dalrath. I don't blame them, but I didn't think they could make it without me.
she see?
Okay, I'm gonna grab her hand.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take the black arrow out of my pack, and I'm gonna put it in her hand.
Okay.
Clasp her fingers around it and say, "What the fuck is this?"
She looks at Zervanazor and Orin and says, "It's an arrow, Zoga."
Zoga sighs and thinks for a moment. And then he doubles down. Zoga is upset at this point because, like, of all people, Demelza should know that this is not an ordinary arrow. Like, look at
changed.
this. Does this
Except
not?
Orin.
Does this not like look at it? Look
She
at
looks
this
at
arrow.
it. Yeah, she looks at it. And she starts to notice that she starts to notice the things that you folks have noticed, that it's some kind of alien wood. And she sighs, and she mutters something under her breath that you don't pick up.
Is it Elvish?
No.
Damn.
And she says, I don't know what this is, but I'm sure there are people who do.
I don't either. I don't think any of us do, and that's the problem. And I don't know who these people are who would know what it is. I don't know how long it would take for us to get to them. But we're in a bit of a pickle here.
Where did you get this? She asks.
Balls. Oh my god, D&D! Ah. I mean, Zoga... Listen, Zoga at this point trusts Demelza.
Yeah.
I think he would just say, like, listen, we found this arrow. He wouldn't say that it was Gwir Polly. He would invent another person in the party. He would say, like, we found this arrow on, like, Dorgamar Zermenchmanfell.
That sounds. She looks and says, "That sounds unlikely."
Well, whatever. He's like, we like our scouting party found a body in the woods, riddled with arrows.
Well, that's
killed by these
not
arrows.
unusual. She says.
What do you mean that's not unusual?
There are bodies in the forest all the time, are there not? You and your band. Are you not a goal? Do you not hunt?
Listen to me. You gotta. Yeah, this is a body. This was a person from our party. This is one of your people.
Who? Oh, and you said the name, right? You said a name that she would
Quite
recognize.
frankly, the only bodies we've found in the forest so far have been from this caravan.
That's very true.
Well, and the ones you've made.
Okay.
I make up the name of one of the. I don't say Gwir Polly.
You don't make up a name. You use a name. I'm a little confused. Are you deliberately naming another person that she would know who's just not Gwir Polly, or are you making up a random person that doesn't exist?
I'm naming another person.
Okay.
That is in the party that
Got
is
it.
not
Yeah.
Gwir Polly.
She says she shakes her head and she says, I just let's say it's let's say it's Uther Deverell. She says, I just left Uther back at the. I assure you, Uther is very much alive. I could take you back to him.
Do we show her the caravan or what?
She
We
says
found ourselves, Demelza.
we
We found all of us killed by these arrows. And other.
Is Lavellis here?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
She turns to
You're kind
Lavellis and hang on one second. Actually, yeah, that's fine. And she says to Lavellis,
Oh, fucking Elvish. God damn it.
We were right. Okay.
Can I leap at her?
if you could do whatever you want.
Yeah.
All right, you watch as Orin
Gonna go badly.
fucking bum rushes.
I want to do a charge with a. I'm gonna do a bull rush at the end because I want to knock her on the ground.
All right, you guys watch Orin fucking body check Demelza and knock her on her ass.
And then I'm gonna take the arrow that I've got and I'm gonna point it down at her.
Right.
And I'm gonna say in common, like, so when did you pick up Elvish?
From my father.
That doesn't make any sense. Is your father Elvish? Are you half elf?
No.
Are you an elf?
But my father has seen much of the world.
I think we have to bring her to the caravan.
Sounds
We were just at the caravan.
us.
What did she say? What did Demelza say in Elvish?
She said,
Oh,
Yes.
she just
Yes.
said
What did
that,
she say that caused you to fucking body check her?
well, it was just very surprising that she spoke Elvish at all, okay? So, like,
Look,
that
we
just
were already
immediately
suspicious.
We were sitting there talking shit to her this entire time, and only just now she decides to pipe up. Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense, okay? There's something obviously weird going on here.
You just
Why would she only
suggested
speak
that you all
Elvish?
ate some,
That
like,
you're on drugs. She thinks that you're
hallucinogenic mold.
potheads, and she doesn't respect any of you.
That's not what she
She
said.
thinks you're paranoid. She thinks you're paranoid. She thinks that you've eaten something
Yeah.
a little moldy.
She stands up and dusts herself off and says, well, you must admit he's behaving very strangely. I understand you're all very tense. And then she kind of says, but I don't think I deserve that.
I'm gonna turn to Demelza after the tackling and say, do you know about some kind of freaky fucking shadow elves that live in this forest?
This is so good for the memes.
No?
I mean,
No?
you know, listen, I'm a simple man. I know fighting tactics and cooking griffin meat and asking crazy ass fucking religious women in the woods about where they come from and what they're doing here.
No, I don't know. When you say shadow elves, I mean all elves. She points to Levelis and she says, you know, the wood elves have legendary camouflage. Very easy for them to hide in shadows.
I look at Levelis and I nod
It's
and I say
true.
very sarcastically, "Oh yes, legendary camouflage."
Okay, you shut your face for a minute.
Orin's just laughing, just like that.
I am not a prime example. All right, I have color camouflage in autumn surroundings. It's not my fault that we're not necessarily in the most autumny location, for starters. But also, can I ask Matthew real quick?
You mean Matt O'Driscoll?
Do we?
No.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I mean, sure. Actually, he's the one who does the recaps. Do we? Did Demelza say that she met up with the humans at the tree, or did she meet up with them before the tree and take them there?
No, she met up with them at Giant's Rest at the pool, and then
At the pool.
yeah, and that's where she found.
They
That's
just
where she
happened to
found.
find their way to a sacred elven tree.
That was well before the tree.
Yeah, that was before.
That was well before the tree. That just to me sounds like she led them to a sacred elven site that even I didn't know was there.
I didn't know it was there either. I've never been in this forest before. She says.
I'm not saying this to her. I'm not saying this to her.
Well, in
I'm
that
saying
case,
this
I
is
withdraw
there.
my.
This is in my brain.
Demelza says, "Well, in that case, I withdraw my comment."
I'm gonna ask Demelza.
You haven't answered her question when she was like, "What do you mean by shadow elf?" And she points to Levelis and says, "The elves are notoriously good in shadow. What's so special about that?"
Yep. Okay. Fine. Zoga is just like rubbing his forehead and sighing and generally morose.
In what? What was that last word?
He's generally morose.
Morose. Sorry, got it. Yeah, okay.
Yes. All right. Well, this has gotten us nowhere. We should get back to the people.
Yeah, I'd probably say a few little word to Demelza. Forgive my friend. Perhaps last night's festivities got to his head a little.
Yeah, and in fact, I would apologize to Demelza as well.
She's looking really interestingly at the arrow, and then as you were walking back to the,
I snatched the arrow back.
She's like, I was. Oh, I'm fine.
This isn't yours. Just hold up a finger, and I turn around and walk away.
She says something to you in Elvish. Oh, that fucking works.
What, the thing she said in chat?
No, sorry. I'm just saying control arrow moves one word at a time, but control delete does not delete one word at a time. There we go. That's right. She looks at Zoga and she said, "What did you mean by shadow elf?"
An elf. An elven-looking creature with a shadow cast across half of its face.
Anyway, I feel like we've wasted enough of Demelza's time. And I think probably it's just a little exhausting after last night's rabble-rousing, so perhaps we just drop this and keep making our way forwards through the forest.
Demelza pulls Zoga aside and they have a little tete-a-tete without the rest of you. Join me.
Yes! Secret chat? Yeah. Fuck yeah! Woo! I love this. D&D is the best.
D&D is the best. She says, I don't know what these creatures are that you describe, but I think my father might.
Can I ask where and who might be your father, respectfully?
She describes her father as a kind of like a carter, somebody who goes town to town buying and selling goods, so he's away from home a lot. And she says, I think that she says, I have long suspected that my father was not what he seemed, and that the time that he spent away from home was the time that his journeys away from us, which last for months and at times almost a year, are she describes a childhood where there was always these discrepancies. None of her brothers and sisters noticed this, but there was always a big difference between what her dad said that he had been doing and what he came back with. He always had kind of like less money than you would expect from somebody who was buying and selling all these goods, and everyone else just accepted it. Her mom just accepted it, but she thinks that her dad, she's convinced, and she's an adult now, right? She's in her early 20s. She's like 24.
Oh yeah.
And she is convinced that her father is one of the coursers. And she says, in truth, I suspected that you might know that, although I couldn't imagine how when you asked me what I was doing here with these people, because if I'm right and my father is a courser, then getting these people through this forest could be the deed that proves to him I am worthy of joining.
For fuck's sake. Oh my God.
And she says, I don't know what these things are that you describe, but the coursers, kind of their job is to know about shit that, not only know about shit that no one else knows about, but also kind of like defend civilization from crazy shit.
Does Zoga know what the coursers are?
That's a good question. Let's see what kind of skills you got that might help you with that.
I have a pretty good.
Go ahead and make a history check. Yeah, go ahead and make a history check.
I love this.
So,
I make a roll, and they've all seen it. Everyone in the other chat.
Well, but they can't. All they see is that you have made it. They can't see what your roll is.
I can't see what I rolled.
I can though. You didn't roll great, but you have a crazy good bonus. So the coursers are not something that the Ghoul fuck with. they're kind of actually, let me think about it.
I feel like
No, you
Tom
probably
Schmuck
would. You
knows
probably
what the courses are more.
You actually the goal probably do. So like of all, so the goal's attitude toward humans is not entirely unlike the orcs' attitude and the elves' attitude, right? That they're
cool.
like you guys all share like the humans outside this forest, the what you call the men of farm and field. They live this kind of insane life that does not make any sense to the goal in the same way it doesn't make sense to the orcs or the elves. Like these humans somehow trick other humans into calling them Baron and calling them Lord, and these guys haven't done anything except inherit this title, and that's like that doesn't make any fucking sense. You're like, these people are idiots. Why do you let that person order you around? Feudalism doesn't make any sense to you. But there is an organization among those humans that is better known probably to the goal than it would be to those humans. Like this organization goes among the men of farm and field in secret.
Oh, I see.
And because they're good, which the goal, 50-50 on that, but they're chaotic. They kind of share your attitude toward hierarchies and stuff like that, right? So the courses are a secret society of chaotic good kind of troubleshooters. And they're like, there's no such thing as like a low-level courser.
Okay.
And so coursers, you probably know the coursers best because they move through your wood all the time. Like there isn't really anything you could do to stop them if you wanted to. Like maybe the heads of your tribes could stop them, but otherwise the coursers come and go where they want. But they like you guys because you guys are, you guys are like them. But
yeah,
you guys share a lot of kind of similar attitudes, but they are not barbarians. They're civilized people. They're just chaotic good.
Right. But like their whole thing is like okay, I'm trying to kind of get a read on what exactly this would mean to a Ghoul who's kind of an anarchist. In like the very literal sense. Like not like I get the sense that the Ghoul aren't like chaotic in the sense of like they're just trying to fuck shit up. But
no, that's not what chaotic means. Chaotic in the context of D&D means you think that obeying the law just because that's what the law says is stupid. Like that's insane. That's kind of madness, right? You do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. If that guy's in charge, of the tribe, it's because he's the strongest, not because he's got some signed piece of paper and everyone goes, "Well, you won this election, so I guess you're in charge." And you'd be like, "What the fuck? What if that guy's bad? What if he's evil? What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Got
people?
it.
Right?
So the Ghoul are totally chaotic.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
As are the wood elves and the orcs.
I mean, like there's a reason that I like this little band of fighters that we've put together, right?
No, they're all outcasts, kind of. They're all people who have left some kind of hierarchy.
Misfits.
Yeah. Well, the coursers are kind of 50-50 because they are an organization, right? But the coursers always travel in twos, but only twos. That's like they're almost like they're a secret society, but they're also like a guerrilla organization where very few people in the organization, if any, know every cell, right?
Matthew W. Colville, are they the Sith?
I don't know. No. They're good guys. They're good. No, the thing I'm ripping off predates the lore that you're thinking of.
Okay, sorry. Anyway, okay, so if Demelza tells me that her father is a courser, that is definitely going to tilt me in her favor as far as trust goes. For sure.
Well, I mean, she's telling you this in confidence, but she's also not.
Yes.
You also get the sense that like she's convinced, but she doesn't really have any evidence, if that makes sense.
Okay, that does kind of make sense. So she has a conception that her father is this thing.
Yeah. Well, and she's in the middle of a forest, and she's kind of alone, right? In the sense of like she's not incredibly close to any of these people. Like Satati is her mistress, like her boss, and that woman's not anywhere near here. So there could be an element of like, I'm kind of freaking out. I wish my dad were here, but like the reason that she tells you that the reason she undertook this mission was because she's trying to impress her dad and convince her dad that she's worthy of joining the coursers. Like the coursers won't let you in unless you do some kind of extraordinary deed, right? And then they come and they find you, and they're like, hey, we think you would be valuable.
So does Zoga have any doubt about this at all?
I mean, you can make an insight check if you want. See if she's.
Let me do a little insight.
I mean, that wasn't great. So yeah, you find it hard to get a read on her. She's lost. She seems to be lost in thought.
Okay, well here's the thing. I am also lost in thought. Zoga is fucking lost in thought. So what I'm going to relate to her is this. I'm going to tell her that we are up against a force within this forest that is a little bit beyond our reckoning. That has something to do with, like, it's outside of our mission to just get this group outside of the forest. Like, there is something extremely wrong with this forest. This is probably what caused the merging of the two bodies of forest that became a thing.
Well, how much are you telling her about these shadow elves?
I don't really know anything about these shadow elves.
Well, I mean,
I'm telling her,
like, her attitude is going to, there's going to be a point where she puts two and two together. And because you're talking about these shadow elves, like, from her point of view, you've kind of been babbling, right? Hey, there's this arrow. Hey, there's some shadow elves. Hey, we're all dead, but we're all over there. Right. And that's why she was like, hey, there are some mushrooms that, like, if you eat, bad shit's going to happen to you. Are you sure your friend doesn't?
So basically, as soon as she tells Zoga that her father is a courser, he's going to be like, okay, I can trust you. And he's going to just tell her what he saw. Well,
she's convinced. She's going to be like, that's it. That's it. This is why the woods have grown together, because of the influence of these elves. It's these elves. It's they're the ones that are working this magic. They're trying to create another woad.
All right. So
she's like, everybody assumes that the two forests grew together and they changed character, which you personally have experienced, by the way. Like, the forest doesn't feel the way it did when you were a kid.
Absolutely.
Because it's turning into a woad, but no one understood or knew why. And she says, but this must be it. This must be it. It can't be a coincidence that they're these fucking shadow elves, which what even is that, with those alien wood black arrows, and all this crazy shit's happening with the forest.
Yep.
She's like, so she puts her hand on your shoulder and she says, if this is true, she says, then that's what you saw. You didn't see us dead. You saw, that's the woad. It's not the elves. She says, it's not the elves. It's the woad. The woad is playing tricks on us. The woad is showing us other visions of things that might have been, or things that might have happened with different decisions.
Zoga is gonna just like grab Demelza's head and like just kiss her on the forehead.
Oh,
he just gives her a little smooch on the forehead.
She's a little kind of pulls back, a little flustered, and kind of.
And he's like, "God damn it! Of course, yes, you're exactly. Thank you. Sorry, thank you. Sorry for all of this." He's kind of like just pushing his hair back out of his face, and he's like, "Yes, this makes perfect sense." And he says, he looks at Demelza and he puts his hand on our shoulder and he says, we need to get out of these woods.
Agreed.
We need to get out of these woods.
We need to get them out of these woods.
Yep. Zoga nods and immediately starts walking back towards the party and the people.
Zoga's still alive. Is he mind controlled?
Zoga shows up and he
stand by.
With
hang on one second.
Each of his hands grabs half of his face and he peels his skin away to reveal that he is actually Ajax, the Conqueror.
Shut the fuck up.
Suddenly, the sun is blotted out by a giant
I'm so mad. You
hovering
had
above
me for
the
a minute.
woad.
No way. I'm just gonna go over and push you on the ground too.
No, Zoga comes back and he has this sort of like, just sort of.
Demelza, by the way, is
vigor
blushing a
about
little bit.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Zoga is just like super energized, and he like his whole vibe is just like we need to keep going. We need to get out of these woods.
Vanasor's going to inquire what you were talking about. You were gone for a long time. What were you talking about with Demelza?
I mean, Zoga's not one to try to layer deceptions, right? Like, Zoga is not trying to, especially among the people that he's fucking fought with and stuff, like, if you guys ask what we talked about, he's just gonna be like, listen, like, I am certain, I have a certainty that we can trust Demelza, and and that, like, the, you know, crazy shit happens in the Woad. Demelza
Isn't a woad. You take that back. You take that back out of your filthy human mouth. This is not a woad.
Excuse me, human?
Hold on.
Well, I mean,
Basically,
yeah.
I grew up
the
here.
moment you said that, I almost stopped viewing you as Gull. Like that instant.
I am from here. Who are you? Where are you from? Who are you?
From the friggin' woad, all right? And this is not a woad.
This is wood appropriation.
All right, this is silly. Zoga, in like a sort of like the goal to this thing whenever like diplomacy is happening, where they just like take all of their weapons off of their person. So Goal like Zoga takes his sword off and just throws it on the ground. He has like some daggers in his boots. He throws on the ground. He just like puts basically everything on his person. He just like tosses it to the ground. He's like pacing around like a upset animal. He's like, this is, you know, we've come across something that we don't fully understand, but do not forget that our charge is to take these people out of this forest. I, for one, I trust Demelza. I trust Demelza in her mission to get these people to the other side of the Black Forest, where they can just live their own free lives as they wish. But for now, like, we can come back to this. We can come back, we can figure this out. Right now, we just need to, I don't know, we just need to bail. Zoga's just like, he's overwhelmed by all this, and he's just like, we gotta get out of this forest. Let's just bail.
Demelza raises her hand and says, "I'm all for that."
Where the fuck are you still here?
Yeah.
Don't shoot.
Jesus Christ!
What? Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I be here?
Fuck,
Get a
I thought
vote.
we were
Go.
having a company meeting again. This is like the postman keeps coming into our office.
She's like, "I'm sorry if I'm not. I apologize if I'm not wanted. I'll go back to the villagers."
I don't think we've ever invited you.
She'll
Literally never
slink.
once.
She'll slink off to go.
Oh gosh.
That's
go
the appropriate
talk to the people.
friggin' verb.
Get out of here, Toby.
I want to make an insight check on Zoga. I want to make sure that he's not like
Go ahead.
under some thrall. He's already fallen to the pixies. I want to make sure that Zoga's not.
That's
being
true. You told him not to
tampered
drink
with in any
that pixie
capacity.
juice, and he did it
Oh
anyway.
yeah.
What was it? Ko did ask if, like, you know, that nobody tender-hearted should go and check out what has happened. And I
That's true.
think besides
Zoga's
me,
revealing.
literally the two most tender-hearted people who both fell in love with pixies.
I literally drank the pixie juice immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
So did I.
Yes.
So
it wasn't that I didn't listen to you. It was literally that, like, by the time you finished that sentence, I had already drank it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in character. Yeah.
Is this an insight check?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, so Hang on. I mean, yeah, all right.
I would like to, at this point, remind you that you once said in this game that natural ones are not automatic failures on skill checks. I'd like to remind you of that.
I mean, I guess, all right, fair. All right, that's fair. All right, hang on. Let me untype what I was typing.
I'd like you to pay attention to that plus 11 and nothing else.
No kidding, because I got a +9 on something and I was like, wow.
Yeah, but that was an attack roll. No, it was a saving throw. Whatever, it was one of those. I mean, Zoga just seems like he's had a revelation. Like he's learned something.
The tired sigh.
Zoga seems like he went off and talked to Demelza. Demelza said something to him, and now something's clicked, and he's like, I get it.
Yeah, Demelza said something to him.
Yep.
I don't trust that woman as far as Ko or Zoga or Savannazor
He is
or
the
Orin
reason
could
we're
throw her.
here.
I have a question.
Yes.
How long does it take Zoga to get rid of all of his weapons?
Probably like a hot minute.
Okay. Because that's how it
I
was
mean,
in my head.
it's just like I'm just huffing and puffing. I'm just like throwing shit off of my person. Like you know, it wouldn't be unexpected if I just started taking my fucking pants off. You know, like I'm just a mess, right? Just totally flustered.
All right. Everybody settle down. You're giving me a stomachache.
Ko would probably
a lot
look
of negative
around.
vibes right now.
Far out. It didn't post, and then it did post, and then I posted it again.
I'm so upset that I said this in Giant.
What do you say, Ko?
Listen, when you're really angry, you revert back to the first language you learned.
He said, yeah, I like translate for him. Like he's angry, and I'm like, he says that she's the warden of all these humans, and that he cares about you very much.
Gosh.
All right, what are you guys going to do?
I think we should get moving, or the lizard folk are
I
gonna come back.
want to know. No, I am following Savannazor's lead and no one else's. All right, I want to hear Vanazor's thoughts.
Understood by Sir Vanazor. Sir Vanazor mutters to himself in a language no one understands.
I'll translate. Sir Vanazor is also angry. He says that we should kill Demelza.
The war of the languages. The abuse of the feature.
I am going to pick up the stuff that Zoga threw on the floor, hand it back to him. Take your weapons back, my friend. It's time for us to move on. We must become a band again. This infighting will do us no good in our quest to leave this forest.
You're right. You're right, and I forget myself.
I kind of put my hand on your shoulder, just say like we bonded in that last fight, particularly. Like, let's move on.
Lavellis begrudgingly apologizes for calling Zoga a filthy human.
You owe me no apology, Wood Elf. Lavellis, we are a war party. We fight together.
But we argue separately.
Friggin' keeping an eye on Demelza, though.
Yeah, that's
And all 4 ears.
And all 6 eyeballs.
We came here to meet Demelza and these people, her people, to take them to the other side of this forest, and we've already made it this far in our mission to do so. I don't know what we do.
Yeah, I mean, I think we move on, right?
All right, well.
Wants to move on.
I mean,
Can't stay here.
Yeah.
does anybody want to not move on?
It seems inevitable to me that we're going to run into whatever type of creature it is that keeps showing us these deceased forms of ourselves. But there is a part of me, despite however conflicted I am, there is a part of me that believes that this is a falsehood. That believes that the fact that I still stand here with my sword in hand, with blood coursing from my own body, that we're all still alive. And that we will make it out of this forest alive.
I hope you're fucking right, man.
And everybody fucking flips out. Woo!
All right. Well, I'm down to get the fuck out of here.
All right.
All right.
You folks lead the humans. Ko, I assume you're scouting again? Are you scouting? Are you still the scout? And are you scouting alone?
Yeah, I'm still the scout. If anybody wants to come with me, they can.
You folks who are...
Zoga will absolutely go with Ko as a scout. The fact that Ko came back so freaked out from the last scouting mission, like he would not let him go out on his own.
The rest of you who are with the humans notice that Demelza's a lot quieter now, and she's sort of like keeping to herself and being thoughtful. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. Zoga, and it's you continue on for the rest of the day. You make good progress. The humans are getting better at moving over the train. Ko has the Tinny family's chest of drawers on his back. And you make camp.
While he's scouting?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, probably. Yeah, why not?
That's hilarious.
I made a promise.
I mean, look. No one else is going to carry it.
If you want, I guess I could carry it. Never mind. No, I don't want to. I take that back.
Take
I'm
it.
hanging out with you guys too much. No. I will not degrade myself. I'm no pack animal.
Well said. You spend the night. Who wants to roll a d12 in the tower for first watch?
Zoga will.
Okay, no problem. Who wants to roll a d12 for next watch?
I can do that one.
Okay. All right, no problem. Everybody's fine. Another evening passes uneventfully. And you break camp at dawn.
I have to fix this.
You break camp at dawn and continue moving south. And Zoga, actually both, let me have a perception check from both Zoga and Ko.
Do you want it in the tower?
That's up to you. No, you don't have to do it in there.
I like.
Whoa! Ha 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 ha! Wow! Zoga, you come across. Sorry, I was trying to move things along. You come across.
No, you know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna go back. I'm gonna find out what it is.
Okay. Hey, everybody! I hope you guys enjoy hanging out in chat without me and Tom and Ko and Justice. Into the secret chat, everybody. Everybody except, wait, Schmuck, Justice.
I'm scouting with Zoga.
I know. Schmuck, Justice, come with me. All right.
So I have smelled blood, but because of what we've just experienced, I have decided not to let Ko know that I have smelled blood because I am interested in seeing what this next encounter is.
Okay. Hang on a second. Justice, can you mute your headset for a second?
Yeah, just scream a bunch or something.
No, I'll just
whenever
message you.
it's
I'll
time.
message you. It'll just take a second.
Okay, here. Okay, I'm muted now. I can't hear anything.
Thank you. So you don't give away the fact that you smell something, but you kind of make sure that you're a little bit in the lead so that you'll see it first.
Yeah.
And what you see, it looks like a bomb went off, although you don't know what a bomb is. And there's fucking blood everywhere on the forest floor. And there is some kind of corpse of a creature lying next to a broken tree. In fact, I'm going to share this with you. I'm going to share this with you, Tom.
Oh shit.
Do you see it?
I see it.
Now, it's not that.
What do you mean it's not that?
It's
Matt
not
Colville?
It's not that.
How dare you? How
It's
dare you
not
show me
that.
a fucking... It's not a T-Rex.
Nope, it's the head of a T-Rex.
Just the head?
Yep. And
And
blood
a bunch of
everywhere.
blood
Yep.
everywhere.
Yep. So there's really no way to stop Co from seeing this. So
I mean, yeah, like, dude, if I'm walking with Co
yeah.
in the
Okay,
scouting
alright.
party
Yeah.
and I see this,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna keep walking. I'm
Yep.
gonna let him see it the same as me.
Okay. So yeah, you're just ambling through this forest as just a couple of scouting people, Co, and you start to smell this iron, this biting iron in the air. And you come across the. Let me know when.
Fucking dinosaur?
No, it's not. It's the head of a dinosaur.
Okay.
The body
Slight.
is missing. The head has obviously been torn off, and there's maybe a couple of bits of flesh and maybe like a foot around here, and their whole area is covered in blood, and that tree is ripped off. It's like torn over.
God, that is so much worse.
I couldn't find an image for the severed head of a T-Rex. I spent hours looking for one.
That's
I don't
fair.
blame you. It's all good.
That's fair. I mean, I'm just gonna look at Co and not say anything. I'm just gonna look at him and look at the T-Rex head and look back at Co. Like,
Well,
I mean, like, what difference does it make, man?
Nat. Are there any? I mean, like my ancestors are giants.
Oh yeah.
Would I know about something that could do this? That's like this big?
Oh sure, yeah. I mean, Justice does.
Nate? Justice does?
Sure, Justice knows all about things that are big enough and nasty enough to do this to a fucking adult T-Rex.
I don't like that. I don't like that you said that.
I mean, yeah. What's the first thing that comes to mind?
roll-
Something big enough to do this?
Yeah. What's the biggest,
first-
most obvious thing in the world?
I mean, like big things that do this are like purple worms and terrasks and dragons.
What was that last one?
Dragon?
Anyway, if people are falling asleep, let's get back to the main chat. So Co and Zoga return. What do they say? What do they say? What do they say? He's good at talk.
Something that makes sense, I hope.
For once. Stop babbling. Hello?
Is this felled creature common knowledge? Like, if I explained what this was, would everybody understand it? Or they'd be like, what's that?
Wait, what? The thing you found?
Yes.
I think actually you probably would be like, what the fuck is that thing? Because you don't get those things in the fucking mountains.
Zoga says nothing. Zoga.
That's what I thought you'd say, you dumb fucking horse.
What was that? What was that? You dumb fucking horse. Did you just say you dumb fucking horse?
Yes.
Was that Dale?
It's John Mulaney.
Zoga, do you give me any other cues, Zoga?
Zoga says nothing. You have to say like,
What? So wait, what just happened? They just left, and then they just came back to the group,
Yeah, they're-
and then both of them are just wordlessly staring at us?
We just found a dead animal. Not a big deal. Let's just keep moving.
Okay.
No, the last time that we found dead things, it was a big deal. So is this like another one of those?
It can't hurt us anymore.
Did you kill it?
No.
Do you know what killed it?
I have guesses.
What are your
Your
guesses?
hypothesis.
Now, are these me guesses, Matt? Can I say my guess? Is that an in-character guess too?
Well, I think that that Ko would probably conclude the same thing that Justice thinks.
Okay. We might have a dragon on our hands.
What would make you say
Stick.
that?
I don't know many things.
Is it a dead dragon? Is that what you found?
Ko walks. He digs his club into the dirt and begins tracing the size of what he found.
Okay.
And he says, "This is how big the head was."
Yeah, it's big.
Yep.
It's as big as a car.
And he traces that out, and then he says, "That it left."
Okay. Well, this forest is just fucked. So let's go. Let's get out of here. Let's go home.
All right.
La-di-da-di-da. So let's go around. Actually, Vanazor, are you curious?
Yeah, wait, a dragon? A dragon? A dragon that killed something? Or you found the head of a dragon?
It kind of looks like a dragon head. Kind of.
Yeah.
Let's go look. I want to look. I've never seen a dragon head before.
Do you take the people? Do you let does the caravan stop? Or do you just say, well, let's keep marching and see what happens?
Zoga's being mysterious.
Yeah, Zoga's ambling back in the direction the party's heading. Zoga stopped. Zoga turned back to the party. Zoga has said nothing. I think Tom might be eating.
Let's keep going and see what happens.
What does that mean?
It means it's
fresh.
It means nothing. We were in the Black Forest.
well, Zoga seems in favor of just marching on as though nothing big happened.
That is so
He seems
weird.
very one note recently.
I mean,
This is
listen.
not like the Zoga that we know, I feel like. This Zoga
Sir Vanazor-
would have been excited about this and would have been just I don't know.
Yeah.
Everything just seems very one-dimensional. Just, get out of the forest, get out of the forest.
Sir Vanazor, how do you react to all this?
Ever since talking to a certain woman.
Oh, hi. Hello. You mean me?
She-devil.
Uh,
Again? Get the fuck out of here. Get out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought...
God, don't you have people to take care of? Don't they have prayers to tell you or something? Or secrets? I don't know.
if what you have found dead, it cannot harm us. We move on.
Okay.
I don't think I explained myself well. And Ko begins to draw a series of pictures, childlike drawings, showing a big lizard's head about the size of an SUV. And then
Zoga
another
points to
drawing,
Savannazor and goes, "Precisely, my friend."
and then he looks at Zoga, says nothing for a good 5 seconds, and then continues to draw a big dragon flying off with the rest of it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Is that more clear?
Yeah, why did you leave out that part? That's the part that actually matters.
I thought it was implicit when I traced a drawing on the ground the first time.
Then it will feast. We move with haste.
I trust you.
Yeah.
All right. Where are you going?
Out.
I mean, we're just heading like the.
Okay.
We
Well,
need to make
We're trying to get out of the forest south. If we've got to
we
go
need to do
through
the
this way.
okay. You guys head south. And you encounter what looks like a tree that has been ripped out of its roots and knocked over in the course of some kind of battle. And you find not that. Let me know when you guys have loaded the thing.
Is
That's
loaded.
it. That's it.
Not,
Right.
Oh, yeah.
not that. Just
she is.
Just,
T-Rex on a black rug.
just the head.
Okay. Just the head.
Yeah, I should have brought it into Photoshop and Photoshop just the head.
Yeah.
Whatever killed this beast is obviously already eaten its fill and left.
bigger dinosaur. What is that in the bottom right? Is that really there?
Tree trunk.
It's a skeleton-sized tree trunk
Terrifying.
with a bag of loot.
Where else do you put your skeletons? Oh, actually, where else do you put your skeletons? I DM'd it to Matt. I don't know whether he saw it, but there was that
I've got
question
a
that
lot
kept
of
coming
fucking
up
DMs.
Sorry, of how elves dispose of their dead.
Oh.
And I thought that maybe they stick them in tree trunks and
I remember that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you meant
and
just now.
they sort of calcify into stone. Anyway, it's fine. They petrify like ancient wood. Anyway,
That's super cool.
Yeah.
I just remembered it because there's a skeleton in a tree trunk.
I think
Maybe
it's
it's
almost
an elf.
1 o'clock. I think we're all getting kind of punchy. So we will leave this here. There are signs of a battle and a dead terror lizard, giant lizard, which I'm not even sure if any of you, or maybe Zoga is familiar with these
Some
things.
kind of a dinosaur.
And we'll pick this up next week
Okie dokie.
because I think,
Ooh.
yeah.
That's a lot.
I
Alrighty.
trust nothing. I trust nothing that is happening
Dude,
right now.
This was a good one.
Oh yeah,
It
just,
was
This was a
so
real
good.
one.
yeah. There's
What if
blood
it just
everywhere,
had
by
a-
the way. There's so much blood around here.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's fresh.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. This just happened. In fact, it probably happened this morning.
Wow.
Straight through. Fast as we can. Don't even stop to look.
This session was so good. So much happened.
The next time we get together, you'll have to figure out what to do about the fact that you are trying to herd a caravan of delicious humans through the forest, and then you are apparently now in the territory of a creature powerful enough to kill a T-Rex.